The YouTube stream won't go live, but thank you, DVAD. Spawns east or west? Well, as it happens, they're both more or less equidistant. When they're both this far away, the little bit of extra distance for chart doesn't really matter. But yeah, I mean, if one of the players, for instance, spawned over here, then that would be super imbalanced. Symmetry? I mean, it's not like StarCraft, where the maps were literally perfectly symmetrical. AoE always has a bit of randomness, but you don't want a major feature like this to only be on one side. Why would you want to swim with a boat, Schadenfreude Coach? If you're in a boat, you might as well row said boat, or use whatever propulsion method the boat utilizes. Swimming defeats the purpose of having a boat. Anyway, nothing too crazy happening so far, but stone, please. Perhaps leveraging the Lithuanian extra sorting food to spend more time working on wood, but he has a big, big fishing ship advantage right now. And if you look at resources, Stonefleece has a healthy advantage at the moment. Oof. So let's do that. And Stonefleece is on his way to feudal age. Like, this could get really out of hand really quickly. You know, the joy of hybrid maps and all that. Got another boar coming in here for chart, but I'm not even sure what he's supposed to do at this point. He's just already so far behind. He's not clicking up yet. I mean, even if he drops off 150 food right now and clicks up momentarily, it's still not pretty. What is this map? It's called Spec 2 Prospector's Grail. I mean, come on, it's like the most common map ever. I love gaslighting my viewers. It's a personal pastime of mine. Gaslighted no one? Yeah. Probably because I'm not very good at it. I have a corgi staring at me. Mamelukes kill elephant archers? Yeah, exactly. Gaslighting? I don't know the etymology behind it. Gaslighting etymology. The term gaslighting derives from Patrick Hamilton's 1938 British stage play, Gaslight. So, like, that's the whole plot of the film. That makes sense. Today, the concept is firmly established in both psychology and pop culture to describe a systematic pattern of emotional manipulation that undermines a victim's ability to trust their own instincts and sanity. With the melee boat instead of the fire ship? Okay, so here's the thing. If you are up faster, the fire ship is always the correct play, because the fire ship, even after the nerf, is going to be the best at taking arrow fire, but obviously no Dark Age arrows right now. They destroy fishing ships very quickly, and they apply pressure to the dock. Remember, fire galleys, 2 damage, and then 1 bonus damage. They torch docks super fast. And you're already putting pressure on chart right here. I mean, look how fast this dock is going down. Ships take a long time to build. And so, yeah, you always want to start with the fire ships if you are up faster, and are confident that you're up faster by a decent amount. Meanwhile, this is also a thing that's going on. Watchtower over here going to try and pin Chart in his corner of the map. That is fully walled all the way to the west. Looking at 11 fishing ships right now here. 4 stone, please. And light it on fire. No. A gaslit lantern. What? What are you so excited about? Out. The leg is raised. He always raises his front paw when he's ready to do something exciting. No. I just took him out. I just took him outside. No, it's his front paw that he raises when he's ready to be exciting. Can choose advantage? I mean, it's just so fresh. It's refreshing. I mean, have we ever seen an Age of Empires tournament map before where one player gets an early lead on water and then gets an insurmountable advantage because of it? This is a novel concept to the AoE2 tournament scene. I will say, though, I am looking forward to Brazilian Dynasty because the maps were pretty good. Also, extra fishing ships over here. Cav Archers coming in here from Chart, but the issue is that Castle Age is not in the distant future for Stone, please. Siege Workshop and some Scorpions will likely be all he needs in the short run. There is an Armored Elephant coming in, though, so good for Chart to be able to afford that. Yes, T-West made the maps. To stall out these advantages? Yeah, for sure. It's always really tricky, I found, when you're playing an Armored Elephant civ to go for this early Castle Age pressure. As in early Castle Age, food is a much more valuable resource than wood is. So even just affording the one Armored Elephant is tricky, and then you can't repair it with a Villager, which is really helpful in these low eco fight situations. That said, you can heal them with monks, but it's not as quick. Alive to trade? Oh, you're right, he is. Cute move there. Yeah, he is. Dock needs to be deleted. Anyway, the Siege Workshop is in, and this is going to be Chart's last best chance in this game before he gets completely swamped with his opponent's superior economy. Cav Archers do have Bodkin. Monasteries are coming in. That one's only being built by one villager, but it'll probably go up in time. The close rush distance really helping out Chart at this particular juncture. You better not attack the Penguin. The Penguin only has 5 HP and no armor, so if you attack the Penguin, you're officially a Penguin murderer. Look at it! They Naruto run! Isn't that adorable? So derpy. Alright, Mangonel gets sniped right there. I mean, you got your double monasteries coming in. The 20% faster work rate for Lithuanians is always quite helpful. You're also expanding over here to the eastern portion of the map. Ah, yes, all the relics are right next to each other. That's going to make Lithuanians happy in the long run. But really, you win in the long run no matter what at this point with Stone, please, because your eco is so much better. 43 to 34 villagers. And there really isn't a way that you can actually get to a decent number of knights. Now, this feels extremely risky, because you don't want to get your monk numbers snowballed early on, because then you'll just won't have enough monks, and then they'll just get picked off every time they try to go for a conversion. And yet, that's enough to shoo Chart away for the time being. No Sanctity in on these monks, but they can hop into the TC. Much to the chagrin of apparently people in the pro AoE scene who want to prevent that from being a thing. Alright, Villager is starting to get taken down. I mean, it's not a good spot for Chart, but he is trying to make this work. There's another Siege Workshop, another Mangonel. The Res Collector actually fairly close, and so are the Villagers now. Chart has a second TC. I mean, credit here to our green player. He has really caught Stoneplease off guard. He thought that the tower would buy him enough space, but it wasn't that much of a Castle Age timing advantage. I mean, it was 1 minute and 49 seconds, so I mean, I guess that's still pretty decent. Nevertheless, Chart trying to make this work. The fish are going to start to run dry here. And there's only a single fish trap over there. I think there's plenty more box turtles in the middle. That is indeed the case. But that's not going to be an issue at the moment. 4 relics in here for Stoneplease. That's going to further bolster his economic advantage, but actually he's also behind an eco upgrade, so credit here to Chart, able to afford everything. That Hindustani Villager discount is really helpful in doing that. He's cut his CA production. Penguin, oh! No, if it ain't black and white, pack, scratch, and bite. That's the law of the penguin right there, as described by one BB Rodriguez. Third TC coming in now here for Chart, and he is really starting to take over this game. A nice little bit of a score lead. Wouldn't Burgundians be better than Lithuanians? I don't know what the draft looked like. Do I like Burgundians more than... I mean, they're both good. I don't think I necessarily favor one too much over the other. And I'm in good spirits. No, I'm actually incredibly depressed and stressed right now, but, you know, we hide that behind the facade of cheerful confidence that is necessary in being a streamer. Ah, the hidden tower is no match for the Mangonel. Yes, this is a tower in here. It just looks like a bunch of tiles of stone wall. They'll never see it coming. Look at this. I never even noticed there was wood here. I thought this was all stone, but no, yeah, you can see there's like a wooden top to the Eastern European stone walls. You learn something new every day. Alright, good monk control here from Stoneplease, but the sandwich from the Cav Archers means that only 1 CA was converted, and that's not what you can afford. BB Rodriguez never met in a Delhi penguin. Nah, it's a Futurama reference. Alright, Elefanto now going to be going after the market. Now, there is a lot of stone over here, although... Where are you gathering it? Where are all the resources on this map, man? Okay, so there's a little bit of stone right there. You're still nowhere near enough for a castle as either player. And we are looking at 4 Mangonels to 1 glancing hit there for green, decent hit for blue, nothing actually going down. Man, it feels like I'm watching soccer with all of the... Oh, wow, one person got a nice advantage over the other, and there's literally nothing long-term to show for it. Gap! I kid. I've really been enjoying the World Cup. Alright, Elephant's gonna go down right there. Market will be saved. Monks checking their upgrades. We do have Sanctity and Redemption, and also Fervor, I guess. Remember, you need Sanctity with Redemption. Otherwise, the Mangonels will still one-shot the monks. Oh, good attack round right there. Monks still all targeted on 1 Cav Archer, which I guess is successfully converted, but those are some good hits for Stoneplease. So looking at 4 Mangonels to not even 1. Honestly, pretty back and forth game here. That's right, you lose. If there's anything Paraguay has taught me, never ever try to attack. Just sit on your butt, don't let a goal in, and then win in penalties after like 2.5 hours. All right, Cav Archer's coming in. Monk even going to go after the archery range right there. Oh boy. Now, the castle will come in. And Stoneplease knew about the castle foundation, but didn't think he could deny it. Honestly, he probably could have. But wanting to play it safer. Castle's now in, and the Corgi wants out. Sakuramichi, yes. But the only way that you can destroy the hedge is by kicking it with a soccer ball. So each side has to increase the number of soccer balls they have so they can kick it at the hedge and eventually flatten it. I will say, though, that the Morocco Netherlands game was actually, I think, very exciting because both teams were very actively trying to, you know, score. Pawns in the corners for fishing. Man, you guys really know how to make soccer more exciting. Siege tower was probably a misclick. Monks can't go in siege towers. Well, he's trying to make the Ghulams right now, but you actually have to be very careful. It's not like Ghulams have conversion resistance like Eagle Warriors do, so they still are very vulnerable to bunks. America, yeah, I know. I much prefer American football and basketball, but, you know. I've said it before, I treat the World Cup like the Olympics. It's not sport I watch on a regular basis, but in the context of all the international excitement, I find it very enjoyable. Ad events? Clearly you don't know anything about the mighty hydration break. I feel like as an American, I've gone way too long without having advertisements bombard me, so I really feel like I benefit a lot from the hydration break. Golf is better than soccer? No, golf is typically played by the worst humans possible. Having spent too much time with people who play a lot of golf, and having relatives that I like also play golf, it's not something I'm especially fond of. Baseball games? They do. I don't really get it because I find baseball dreadfully dull. Oh, look at this! Oh, the micro! Alright, still trying to pressure from that southern angle. More TCs being established there to the west, but gold is going to become an issue. You have a little bit over there, but that's about it. The rest of the map is in control here of Stoneplease. Too many games to care. I have the same issue with basketball. There are just too many games. Green has a lot of eco. The macro has been quite solid, but Stoneplease has 6 relics, and that helps a fair bit. Light Cav are coming in, as they will be good against all this stuff. Eichmann coming in from Stoneplease. Nobody close to the Imperial Age yet. We do have a castle coming in. And if the Lechai come out, and there's already 4+ relics, with each game, that's what makes it exciting. Well, one of the things that makes it exciting. Oh, no, Stoneplease! No, the humanity! The humanity! The monkery! Oh, huge swing right there. That is absolutely a massacre. And honestly, glad we tuned into this game because it has been very back and forth. Ghulam's here to help clean up. They'll be able to easily dispatch the pikemen. They do get bonus damage versus spearmen. No, what am I talking about? I've been crazy. Exercise? I have no idea. I don't play golf. I did play tennis for a little bit. Another rich person sport, but tennis isn't a gigantic drain on environmental resources, and is also quite fast-paced and very athletic. They Chai are out, but they have no upgrades except now +1 defense and the relics. We're looking at 110 to 85 vil, so 25 vil lead. Chart still well ahead in resources, but how much of it is wood? Aha! As I always say, guys. Having a huge lead in wood collected often doesn't matter all that much. Imp is on the way. That could end up decisive. And that was such a huge smash right there with the light cab and a few Ghulams. Paddle? I don't know what paddle is. Pickleball I've played. Pickleball's a lot of fun. It's basically mini tennis that isn't as mini as ping pong. Or table tennis, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, castle coming in over here. Late Chai being annoying. If you can grab that +2 defense and maybe bloodlines and husbandry, then the Late Chai are going to start to look very scary, and there isn't a whole lot that Chart can do, even in Imperial Age, to challenge them effectively. With walls. Oh. Is that squash? I don't really know. I am no expert on such things. All right, Devotion coming in right now. Amels are going to be on the way, but remember, the big issue for Chart is he doesn't have gold. Well, yeah, especially right there. Going to try and secure some to the south, but Stonefleece needs to be cognizant of this. He's got some great outposts here. Yeah, that I guess paddle isn't a thing in America. I am sure it is quite good fun, though. Oh boy, another castle coming in here from Stonefleece. And remember, even if Imp comes in, even if the Trebs start popping, Late Chai can easily run in and snipe Trebuchets. It's tennis for grandpas and fat people. There you go. Alright, Imp is in. The Trebuchet is out. We have some camels. They actually have some okay-ish upgrades. +2 defense, bloodlines, and husbandry. Now, you have access to gold, and you shouldn't need that much gold. If you have enough gold to maybe get the heavy camel upgrade, and just as I say that, that's exactly what Chart's picking up. He's trying to secure some more gold over there. The Late Chai are going to try and run in and deny this, but again, it's just enough gold you need to start to pop down these castles and get to a number of camels that these Late Chai cannot challenge. Obviously the light cav won't stand up to the Late Chai, but the camels are going to be a bit of a different story. Not too much of a different story, because this is both a fun and a balanced unit. And that is not as good of a fight as Chart was hoping for right there, as the Late Chai, with a bit of a patrol stack even, able to clean that all up. 6 relics. You can see right over here. All over there. Some more pikemen are being trained. Heavy camel's about to be in, but there's only 5 of them. And there's only 1 trebuchet here, and this is going to be a long, slow process of cleaning up all the garbage that's in your base. So much of your farming infrastructure has been denied to the point where you're in the corner of the map like that. Chain barding armor is going to be very nice because it can allow the Late Chai to better survive arrow fire. Green does have Botkin. Another castle is coming in. And 14 villagers on stone. These castles are going to take a very long time to go down to these low numbers of trebuchets. All right, you cannot let this happen. The camels for Hindustanis are at least better against pikemen because of the faster attack speed. This needs to be a decisive win here for green, and I'm simply not convinced that that is going to be the case. The pikemen are still standing. The Lechai are kind of derping around back and forth a little bit, but here we go. This castle is coming in, and that is not at all what Chart is looking for. Despite the populations being even, green simply has around 12% of the map. Stone Please has 3 villas on wood. This is the entire wood economy. Oh my goodness, guys. It's a 33% increase to the wood economy of Stone Please. Insane. But 59 on food, 28 on gold. That can be a lot of horsey men that still don't have bloodlines. Misleading score? It is a very misleading score. Some infantry upgrades coming in, but what on earth are you going to do? Castle Age pikemen as Hindustanis? 3K wood? I mean, I just tell you guys all the time, having a gigantic lead in wood collected often doesn't mean very much. That said, the trebuchets are slowly climbing in number. You have no gold income whatsoever. I don't think he was able to get Grand Trunk Road. No, he was not. Remember, that's like a better version of guilds that you can get in Castle Age and to sort of help you survive a little bit longer. No clue what to do. I mean, he has been checkmated pretty well by Stone Please. Well, checked. Checkmate would imply the game's actually over, which it is not. Hand cannon? He doesn't have any gold. You need gold to make hand cannoneers. What is the key to happiness? Ah, that'll do it. All right. Crabs are going to start to pop those castles. Remember, I mean, this is still the machine that produces all of your scary military units, the Lechai here. You're still not close to Imperial Age, and Chart is actually amassing a very good number of pikemen, all things considered, and with the bottomed out wood price at the market, he is making at least some heavy camels sail away to a better land, yeah. All right, Rams going after the town center right there, but without the castle to protect them, these units can start to flood forward here from Chart. Both players are at a similarly maxed out population. Yeah, blue is all in with the Castle Age. Bloodlines finally coming in, forging as well, but this might be enough pokey and cutty things to start killing the Lechai. Patrol stacking is fun and interactive, but it is not quite enough as the Imperial Age units are going to start to come online here. And now the camels have broken free. Pikemen are helping out, but the numbers are starting to look a lot better here for Chart. Oh man, patrol stacking is so awesome. It's not enough though, and Chart has broken the containment, sort of. He's at least broken a layer of the containment, and that layer will give him access to the much needed gold here. Versus Canada population densities? Yeah, basically. Alright, chemistry on the way as well. Mixing in a few hand cannoneers would certainly not be amiss. Bombard cannons also would be quite good. But now you're down to one castle. Okay, you're gonna try and make another one over here, but it's not looking great. A lot of pikemen. Not very well upgraded, but a lot of pikemen will eventually do the job, as there is nothing to effectively challenge them. I mean, only now are the Lechai about to be fully upgraded as far as the Castle Age goes. But, I mean, now you're just taking fights with too few Lechai versus too many pikemen. Yes, I have seen stacked war elephants. It is pretty silly. That castle's going to be denied, and, I mean, it's going to be impossible to ever get the latest numbers you need at this point because you just don't have the castles from which to produce them. 2 at this point, probably not what you're looking for with your opponent on 138 villagers. We'll have a lot of food in the middle, I guess. You're not really farming much, which is why he doesn't have horse collar. Animal's doing a ton of work over here. Army value definitely in favor of Chart, and the hand cannoneers are starting to come out as well. That's going to be a big one. That watchtower is still alive, by the way. Being a second-tier player? Yes, very much so. Stone Please has also improved a lot recently, but obviously Chart's giving him a real run for his money. More stables coming in. And now the pikeman numbers are climbing here for Stone Please, but pikemen, inherently, not an especially scary attacking unit, and that's where the hand cannoneers are going to come in, and there really aren't enough Lechai left to be very scary to them. Well, you don't want to lose bills like that, to be fair. Okay, that was a little overzealous, Stone Please, going after the trebuchet conversions. Second tier player, so like not at the professional level where he's going to be doing this for a living, but still a high level player. And it's second is the English version. It's a very easy mistake to make because it's first, second, third, and then TH for the rest of them. All right, Imp is on the way. Does he have the time to get there safely, though? I mean, we're getting to Camel plus Hand Cannoneer, and that is a very powerful army composition for the Hindustanis. The Rams are being garrisoned, but that castle is simply not going to stand. Not against the 3 trebuchets like that. Only 9 Lechai. A few of them here are going to go for a counterattack. And Chart just really muscling his way out of his little corner of the map. He only has 1 TC and 1 castle, but his army simply cannot be challenged at the moment. We're at almost the 1 hour mark in this game. Scorpion going down there. Res destroyed nicely in favor of Green. Light Cav starting to raid. Green's out of gold again, though. And now this is all he's got. And if you can get Hal, get Elite Latest, then suddenly things could be looking quite different. And you still have so much of the map in your control here as Stone Please. But can he buy enough time? It's not like Hindustanis are the best civ at blitzing through enemy bases, but, I mean, this has been a very methodical pushback from Chart. More TCs, gotta get that 100 food. Still no Horse Collar even, by the way. Paid mail armor coming in, kind of interesting. Alright, there is the Imperial Age. Lots of barracks being thrown down. Elite Latest, I'm sure, is going to be an early priority in the Imperial Age. Okay, Halb is, I guess, first. Understandable. Krebs trundling forth. Conscription, of course, is a big one. You still have 130 villagers here as Stone Please. More castles coming up the back. Remember, he has this entire area of stone under his control, so even though he's lost a bunch of castles, he's still got more he can make. Light Barding Armor is going to be a big one. Still, Elite Latus, unless I'm much mistaken, is 750 food and gold, so almost there. Almost. Almost. There you go. Yep. That's going to be a big boost there for the unique unit. Castle getting some decent shots in, but no ballistics, remember. And now the Light Cav are coming in here to raid the remnants of the villagers that were over here. And remember, this was Stone Please's starting location. As Green is continuing to push out here on the map. Imp Camel's on the way. That's going to be a nice, very slight boost. Remember, it's 20 HP in 1 attack. It's a very small increase for the camel line. No extra bonus damage because camels are already such powerful units. All right, the elite ladies are in. They are fully upgraded, 16 plus 6 attack that ignores armor, but it's going to be up against one of the best units in AoE that counters them. Light Cav continuing to raid here. Chart's eco kills are going up quite markedly. Agni coming in as well. I mean, that combo is so powerful. hand cannons that clear enemy infantry units and imp camels honestly deal pretty well with everything else. It takes some really strong archers to be able to stop this combo, and that's where you switch into the Ghulams. Hindustani is such a versatile civilization in what counter units they go for. Blue actually has 6 relics, as you can see right here. Another castle up on that hill. But still, Stone Please has done the best he can to buy time, but obviously Chart just not giving him that time. You do want your attack upgrades, though, for your Imp Camels, because remember, their base attack is still quite low, so you need to be able to increase that as much as you can via those attack upgrades. Lei Chai once again coming here for a counterattack. Remember, it's been just enough gold here for Chart that he's been able to secure. It's still not looking good for him with his gold income, but it's enough. This is not a ladder game. This is actually a tournament game. I was going to cast, be like, okay, I'll cast this game and then switch to the Doubt set, and I probably will, but this game has been excellent. It's just been quite long. It is indeed the Specialist Tournament. No, I don't think Spec 2 Prospector's Grail is a ladder map. And I don't know, guys. I simply don't think Stone Please will be able to ever challenge this army. I uninstall. Fair enough. Doing the remnant of the eco upgrades. Again, he's just doing everything he can to secure just that little bit of extra gold. Grand Trunk Road would be a very nice thing to have, honestly, throughout all of this. It does improve your market rate by a decent bit. It's not Saracen level good, but it's the next best thing. It's better than guilds. And considering the amount of wood that Chart has sold this game, would have been very helpful. Get it? Would have been very helpful. Alright, another castle here. I mean, how many castles has Stone Please built this game? More raids being attempted. I mean, Stone Please does have a lot of villagers killed. He's been quite diligent about doing so all game long. Blast Furnace now coming in for Chart. With the box formation, you can protect a weak unit such as a Trebuchet. I mean, these castles just seem to be going down as quickly as they're built. Errors are being attempted. More TCs being added again. This half-lamed gold is what Chart is just trying to do to keep that war machine going of his all-gold army. We're looking at almost 10k army value in a 1v1. That is way more than you could usually ever get. And look at some more laming being attempted here by Stone Please, just doing whatever he can to slow down this monstrous army. Hill forts and tower shields both coming in. It's just slowly but inexorably green is moving across the map. Lei Chai trying to run around and do some more raiding. A few stray units over here across the various portions of the map. Castle's never had any defense upgrades either. Hill Fort, yes. Well, it's 9 range versus 9 range, so you match the range. Upgraded latest. The Imp Camels will still do quite well. Latest are better than most cavalry units, but it's still a camel versus a cav unit. The Helves are what makes things tricky. The Hand Cannoneers are there to counter that, and suddenly you're looking at 2 gold units versus only 1 gold unit, and then this is just a much better army here for Chart. You can see the difference in army value really marking that. Hoarding's coming in. Masonry's just now in. Halb versus Imp Camels? I mean, Halbs are still very good versus them. Ooh, did he delete those villagers there? The Pikeman Raid! The famous Hindustani Pikeman, the best unit in AoE 2. As we have actually now the final blacksmith upgrade coming in for Chart. Everything that is available to his Civ, he will now have researched. It's just another dead castle. I mean, this has to be like, what, 8 to 10 castles that Stoneplease has lost this game? And you are simply never fighting this army. I mean, you can fight the army, to be fair, but you're not beating this army, which is the more relevant, a more relevant thing you need to do. You can see the patrol stacking there, just trying to snipe the siege units. But it is not gonna work at all in the slightest. Oh boy, I mean, you snipe a few trebuchets, but that is so many resources that have gone down. And now you're going to continue to press your advantage here as Chart. I mean, again, he was literally in this corner of the map and has gone all the way over here. Stoneplease is still fighting as best he can. It is a big score deficit. I'm bringing HCA coming in. That's a little weird. That one, the first hit's crazy that they hadn't even started the draft when I started this game. No, he's making Cav Archers. Don't really know why. Other than the fact that the Cav Archers are the meta, and the meta must always be obeyed, no matter what. Alright, gonna go for another effort here. It still shouldn't be close. Okay, that's kind of a weird start to the fight there for Chart. And it's the patrol stacking. I don't think that's actually good. Okay, that is really good. Oh, I freaking hate patrol stacking. I guess? I mean, remember, Stoneplease has 6 relics. He can keep making them. And as a caster, it makes it so hard to call fights because, like, the units are all behaving in a way that you don't expect. All right, now Chart is going full Cav Archers at the moment. Remember, you do have everything except Parthian tactics as the Hindustanis. But the hand cannoneers are better against the halves. The random watchtower. You know, Stoneplease is like, I started this game with a tower rush, and I will end it one as well. Is no longer just some math? Well, it's not a matter of math. It's just like, you know, I've been casting this game for 8.5 years. I've been playing this game basically my entire life, and it's like, you have a good idea of how all the units interact at this point, right? But it just, the patrol stacking really throws a lot of what you know about AoE engagements out the window. All right. Population's still competitive for Stoneplease, although it just keeps on losing map control. Also, why did we as a community decide that forcing people to manually scout and manually place farms is not okay? But patrol stacking is exactly what we want AoE to be. Oh my god! What even is this? I mean, Stoneplease is fighting back. All the Imp Camels -2 and all the Hand Cannons -4 have gone down. And remember, Guilds is now coming in here. Conscription honestly should have been in ages ago for Chart. We still have 6 relics in the literal corner of the map. Winged Hussar coming in as well. Oh boy, Stoneplease is in here for the long haul. What a game we decided to start the stream with. Yeah, Stoneplease is super fast. Okay, 86 is actually kind of slow for him, but still faster than Chart. And I haven't even gotten my coffee yet, guys. Light Cav coming in here to raid. Map control is now at this point firmly in favor of green, but how much gold is there even left to mine? Less than 2,500. And remember, 0 relics versus 6. The Kofefe Fairy is not really in the spot to be moving up and down stairs easily these days. If you look at all of the maps. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I mean, for Prospector's Grail, this is actually considered right wing, but if you look at Gold Rush, it's actually a very centrist position. You know what I mean, guys? Oh, boy. And look at this! He's fighting through! What even is this? Everything is just getting mashed up on one tile. Stoneplease is going Winged Hussars. Only in the game because of patrol stacking? It's the only way he's been able to take fights that have been good enough, so you could argue yes. Murder holes! Alright, there's only a single trebuchet left here for Stark. Stoneplease has been very good about sniping them. No Hussar in yet for Chart. You do have Winged Hussar in for Stoneplease, although he isn't actually making any of them. He's prioritizing skirmishers at the moment. Of course, Lithuanians have excellent, excellent trash. One of the very best in the game. Versus archer stacking. Yep. Tiny splash damage? Oh, jeez. But considering units will often automatically stack up, that would be a disaster. Ranged units are still better than melee units, which I think is like, really telling that we live in a Cav Archer and Skirmisher dominated meta when patrol stacking literally breaks melee engagements. Like, it's very bizarre. Like, I don't know how you get melee fights to be better than they are right now. Kondo versus Fulgulov, yeah, you don't want to do that. He was so confused. There are a lot of units in AoE. Most of them have gimmicks. Oh my god, he doesn't have ballistics. Guys, ballistics is a good upgrade. If you're making ranged units, I would highly, highly recommend ballistics. There you go. But at least it was so obvious that he didn't have ballistics that he was like, okay, I need to get that, so... I guess that's one way. Have your units miss so egregiously that you realize you don't have the upgrade you need. Remember, as powerful as the elite Lechai are, they only have one base pierce armor, so Cav Archers will do quite well against them. That said, the Winged Hussars for Lithuanians are quite strong. Make it automatic if we don't accept it. You have collision raise? I don't know. I find all of this stuff very confusing. There was a time when Old Man Ornlu felt like he knew he understood everything about Age of Empires. And then they kept on adding stuff, and then eventually I got lost in all the sauce. No, patrol stacking is not hard at all. All you need to do, guys, is go and stand ground and then patrol. It's really not hard, within a certain distance. Well, the CA don't care about patrol stacking. Too invested. I mean, this was quite the game to start. We're on almost an hour and a half in, guys, and it has been back and forth the entire time. In general, if one player has a blob of brain gold units at the end of the game, which we're kind of at right now, they will win, versus the person who doesn't have that. These Cav Archers will just be providing nigh infinite value. Some more raids coming in from some Lechai. Indeed, 6 relics is not to be trifled with. It's also guilds versus no Grand Trunk Road. So the efficiency, the pure efficiency, is better here for Stoneplease, who, by the way, has 82 farms from which to spam his trash units, all of which cost food. Your puddle of cats. There you go. Also no Hussar, obviously here for Chart. He just doesn't have any gold left. Cav Archers doing quite well. The Skirmishers do need some more upgrades. Remember, Lithuanian Skirmishers are some of the very best out there, but they're not all upgraded yet. And I mean, the Lechai plus Winged Hussars are so much better than these light Cav in a melee fight. Thumb Ring now coming in. Very important for your Skirmishers. Chart ran out of food. I mean, Chart's not out of food, but he's getting his food income disrupted. Are Winged Hussar versus Hussars? So it's a little bit tricky because you don't have Blast Furnaces, Lithuanians. So compared to a regular fully upgraded Hussar, they have the same attack, but they have 5 more HP and 1 more melee armor, which is actually not at all bad. Also, you get some extra bonus damage versus monks, which is the most important thing of all. It's 14 versus 12 bonus damage. Yeah, it's 10 for Light Cav, 12 for Hussars, and 14 for Winged Hussars. Oh, also, Winged Hussars get bonus damage versus Gunpowder, but that's not really applicable at this very moment. Ring Archer armor coming in. And right now, Chart has been confounded by Stoneplease's engagements. The army value's climbing here for blue. He still has a few Lechai to mix in there. Is over, but gold won't run out for him. Again, it's 6 relics to 0. It's 12.5k relic gold for him. And guys, it's looking like Stoneplease is going to make the comeback happen. Oh no, it looked like Chart was on an indestructible path of doom as he went from right here all the way over here, but he just could not push across the entire map. Oh my goodness, and eventually the engagements were simply too good for Stoneplease. The gold ran out. You can see 13,000 or more gold, 12.3 of it, K of which was relics. Front of the house. Yes, no, I actually think that there was one fight when Chart was retreating over here that had absolutely nothing to do with patrol stacking. And it was like the hand cans were fighting the camels and the imp camels were fighting, or the hand cans were fighting the Lechai and the imp camels were fighting the Halbs, which is obviously not the way you want to go about it. And that had nothing to do with patrol stacking, but still. That was quite a game to start off the stream today. An hour and a half. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. That was at least interesting to cast. You can't say that was just another boring game of AoE. I mean, you can, I guess. It would be wrong, but, you know, you could say it. That was just game number 1, guys. Would you like me to switch over into Doubt versus Niaz, or keep on with Stoneplease versus Chart? They're both going on right now. Doubt is, as I can see, up 1-0 over Niaz. The Stone Police Chart one is Nomad maps, and the Doubt Niaz series is on the closed maps. Old Man Willow with the 48 months. Thank you so much. I am. Both series are specialist cup. Thank you, Old Man Willow. Do you only watch custom games? What do you mean? Do I cast ladder games? Not very often, but I used to. It used to be all I do. Alright. Tournaments are custom games with extra steps indeed. Alright. I guess we should do Stronghold. All right, Doubt is apparently up 1-0. All right, guys, Doubt's going to be the red Bengalis here to the north of Forest Pond, and to the south in the blue, as Niaz will be the Dravidians. I know what I said. So, guys, I'm glad we got away from the hybrid maps, am I right? Am I right, chat, or am I right? Putting the old in Stronghold. Oh, no. All right. Well, I need my coffee, guys. I'll be right back. I spilled coffee on my foot. I will be right back. All right, I return. Oh, guys, I have interesting news I forgot to mention. I just got an email for it yesterday. Let me double check. I think I might be teaching, being a guest seminar. A reading set for them. Interesting. So yeah, University of Toronto, I think. No, it's I guess speaking. I mean, I might get like a small amount of money, but yeah, I'm teaching a college class. I'll be teaching a college class about Age of Empires, and specifically Age of Empires as a representation of history. No, again, it's a one class. It's a seminar, so it's just the one thing. But yeah, one of my dad's professor friends is actually a fan of my channel. And he's doing something with video games and history. So, I mean, it'll just be like a virtual thing, but if I can record it and upload it, I absolutely would. Because I don't think that's ever been done in the context of Age of Empires. Anyway, Dad's doing very well here. How is that beneficial for a student? Well, again, it's using Age of Empire as a vehicle to teach history and expanding history. Also, I have reading set for them. They'll read before meeting. Cole Richard, Unboxing Age of Empires, Paratexts and the Experience of Historical Strategy Games. In paratextualizing games, investigations on the paraphernalia and peripheries of play. Great alliteration. Boring history. Mm-hmm. So I'll have to look into that, and I'll get the book that he's using as material, and I'll read that. The university will be offering such a course? I do think it's beneficial. Not to put my academia hat on, but when you are getting people interested in history, or you're having people who are learning history through new media, people who are learning history through YouTube videos, people who are learning history through TikTok videos, how do you contextualize that and present it in a way that is actually informative and engaging, because this is what people engage with? I think there's plenty of benefit to that, actually. No, again, I'm not teaching a full course. It's a one-off thing. It's just a lecture. Exactly. Like, it's a video game, but it's a video game that's based in history, and Age of Empires, I know full well, is the reason a lot of people got involved and interested in history. Look at this frickin', piece of the True Cross right here. Look at that nice piece of the True Cross in the Palisade. So I think it'd be interesting. I've never had to prepare a seminar before, though. That'll be interesting. Yeah, I was getting my history facts from TikTok. Exactly. I need to look up this book, though. Somebody literally wrote a book on Age of Empires. Or is it an article? And that would make a lot more sense. Somebody named Richard Cole at the University of Bristol. I get my news from Twitter? Indeed. And you could say it's not good, but it's what people are doing. Interesting. Yeah, that's the actual academic article. Anyway. Inna Kattari. Nia seems like he's not loving life. He's getting a good amount of Dravidian skirmishers. I love the double forward siege workshop from Doubt. On YouTube? Oh, I always stream on YouTube whenever I remember to actually hit the start button. It's the first stage vampires? Dying in the process? No. I'm really bad at that. Come on, I know. Later than your opponent? Ooh, that's using your noggin right there. Alright, Niaz does have a Vil lead. Niaz has a resources lead, but because he's lacking in map control, he's having to invest a ton into more military right now, and that's allowing Doubt to click up to the Imperial Age. Is Seminar on road to 2K Elo? That would sound a lot like coaching. And as you all know, I am not qualified to coach anybody on AoE 2. I'm only a top 500 player. It's just not good enough. And also, I don't even think my status as a player means anywhere near as much as the amount of time I've spent casting and analyzing AoE. Well, castle's coming in. It should maybe come in eventually. The lancing hit there on the Mangonel. One more hit from Niaz should do the trick, and it will. Well, that's not to ask before coaching so I could sneak you in. I guess. Yes. He's just an uni? Oh, really? How concept art changed the gaming history. What happened? Oh, that's really neat. The West India Trading Company? Oh, boy. Yeah, there's a lot of academic stuff you can actually do with video games. Especially something like AoE 2. I mean, if it is as important a part of daily life as video games are with tons and tons of people, which obviously is the case, then it's probably worth at least considering how they affect us, what their origins are, what they look like, how they were made, all that stuff. And thinking about it at a more critical, high level. Well, higher level. Not a bad idea. Yeah, there was a dock over here once upon a time. Nah, Niaz just decided to build a fish trap in the middle of nowhere. That's exactly the case. Alright. Barracks coming forward here from Doubt. Oh, there he is. I was like, wait, what? What? Yeah. Stables make much more sense than a barracks right now. Making flow charts and running VRD. Such is life. Such is life. All right, fortified wall coming in here from Niaz. Light Cav. Coming on in. They get the bonus damage as Bengalis, remember. Pikeman isn't in yet. There are already 2 trebuchets here. There's also a cannon galleon trundling forward for Doubt. And Niaz is just going to tap out, and Doubt will take the 2-0 advantage. Well done. Okay. The course is... I didn't read this. Again, I have only glanced at the email. His new course is History 395, History in Games. Yeah, so that's a university course. And I think that if you are a gaming enthusiast to maybe somebody who isn't a history major and wants a good history class that for your requirements, that's probably a great one. All right, let's see what's next. You can just slot in? Yep. And call me old-fashioned, but I think that there's absolutely value in learning something outside your very narrow major. Especially if it's done in a way that is engaging to you, who is not, like, interested in history as, like, a major focus of your studies. But still learning the critical thinking and research and analysis skills that are important to studying history and being able to, again, use that in a way that is helpful to you and interesting to you. All right, Doubt's in the lobby. Niaz is on the ropes. Oh, Zine. What is a Zine? Underground media. Is that like media made by moles? Literal underground media? Implication? Ah, okay. All right, that's in the lobby. With fandoms and fringe political groups. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Imprinted as bats? What? In the lobby. In the lobby. Any minute. Yeah, William Randolph Hearst was the guy who started, or at least really popularized, yellow journalism, which is basically sensationalist, politically charged journalism. Yes, there was a Spanish-American War. It's when America got Cuba and Puerto Rico and the Philippines. And why those places were under American influence. Podaiji is next. Oh boy, it's the Keep the Wonder Alive map. Gua, also, we got in the Spanish-American War. It was basically the transferring of some imperial territory from one imperial power to another one. And really sparked America's colonial enterprise. We were much later to the colonizing game than everybody else because, you know, America's much younger. But, you know, we did our best. 4 months? 4 months, but was still a very important part of American history. As like I said, it was what really set America on the path of its own colonial endeavors, realizing that we were far behind of the British and French and, at the time, Germans and Portuguese and Spanish, blah, blah, blah. All right, Nias is going to be in the blue as the Mari Mari here to the east of Todaiji. And to the west in the red as the Koreans will be out. Really, yeah, it absolutely was. Which is why we smelled blood in the water and struck. But remember that America started its own colonial campaign then because it was by the end of the 1800s that America had absolutely, or had completely gone from the East Coast to the West Coast. Like, that's when we had basically fully incorporated all of what would be the continental United States. So you're looking for more lands to conquer and control. But it wasn't really a unified thing because there was a big, I guess, set of arguments between imperialists and anti-imperialists, and that was like a huge part of the politics and media of the late 1900s, late 1800s, early 1900s. There we go. Huntu versus Canada? Oh, you don't mess with the Canadians, man. That's just something everyone should know. Sorry, I need to ask an admin if my map is bugged or no. Why would Neoz's map be bugged? I don't see anything that would be causing that. No idea. Alright, we are off to the races. Mari to the Mari. The new Nikov? Oh, no. This is really hard for me to see. It's just so jarring. Maybe it's my color blindness, maybe not. But these, I think they're petals, are very, very jarring to me. They look like graphical glitches, as opposed to flowers. Anyway, settlement coming in here. Curious as to what the plan's gonna be. I've only ever seen one game on this map, and it actually was Doubt in it, and Doubt went for the Monument Snipe, or the Defend the Wonder Snipe. It literally is Defend the Wonder. I'm not even joking, guys. Defend the Wonder is the name of the building. But they do have 5,800 HP, which is more than any other building in the game. So masonry and architecture are huge buffs to them. It's 1,000 more HP than a castle. Or a wonder. So they're tough to snipe, but they don't move, obviously. So several trebuchets will do the trick. Oh, Niaz, my man. Look at that. Look at that pig slaughter so far from the TC. S to the M to the H. Anyway, the settlement is nice here as you're able to take from both the deer and the wood. But as far as, like, just regular Age of Empires goes, this is a map that... I mean, it's closed in the sense that you're literally surrounded by walls. But you have to expand your economy outside the walls at least pretty quickly. We're not going to, I think, be seeing any feudal rushes, but castle age pressure as you try and expand your eco outside the walls is, I think, going to be quite good. Rot maxing? I don't even want to know what that means. FCUU snipe? Probably not. I mean, it's 5,800 HP, and they have these city walls, which have 100 pierce armor, and also no building armor, or no stone defense armor, which is pretty funny. Yeah, so I don't think you're going to rush it down. It's more of like an Imperial Age thing that you really need to make sure that you don't lose this area or this area. Oh, TikTok? Ah, okay. Feel like I know so very little about the world. But yeah, that said, in a late game scenario, Koreans should clobber the Mapuche. Petards? How many petards would that be? 13 or 14 petards. Wasting food? But what if you accidentally picked Jerchins and then none of the food rots? Do you lose or win? Yep. So, what is going to be the plan with the Mapuche? Because, like I said, there's going to be a point when you get to Halb or Fire Lancer plus Rocket Cart, and maybe War Wagons if you're feeling zesty, that you just don't do anything as Mapuche. You just die a very sad death to the Koreans' late game. The Wonder, you have to defend the Wonder. If you lose the Wonder, you lose the game. It literally is called Defend the Wonder. And as everybody knows, if you die in the game, you die in real life. Jerky maxing? Oh, jeez. Not the fox! Like, these are words that I have heard, but I barely understand. This is where I feel more like the millennial than the Gen Z. But I'm right on the border. I am a true zillennial. Mari. Looks maxing? Like, I don't even know what that means. Into mainstream discourse? Ah, okay. Had to snap your phone, jeez. Alright, Doubt. Yeah, he had to build the barracks, so I'm really curious as to what the plan is. He's up on 25 pop, which is pretty normal. But with a forward, with a loom coming in, you'd assume he's going to be going forward with something. Barracks over here way to the side. Now, this looks like rocky terrain, and I imagine that you can't build on it, but it's always kind of confusing with terrain layering. That said, if you're like Niaz, you can just wall like that, and I think you're fine. Trying to look good as a man. But it's usually in a very negative connotation of you, like, doing something really stupid that young men think will make women like them, but that's absolutely not the case. Ooh, no loom, no fun. To get the wonder? Oh no. Oh yeah, the hammer smashing in the face thingy. Anyway, guys, in case you did not know, research in loom makes your villagers harder to kill. Is that game? It's pretty bad. Flex on other people, I guess. Forget to click loom. Probably the guy who lost 3 villagers to the opposing starting scout cavalry. Anyway, Niaz is going to go for some Bolas Riders for some map control, which, if he had lost 3 villagers, I think would be perfectly fine. Doubt, meanwhile, is actually going to be going for FC Crossbowmen, something we rarely see these days since the Crossbowman price upgrade got nerfed. Interesting. So it's half as funny? Yeah, it was actually Niaz. Doubt did the killing. Second range coming in for Niaz, but he has no gold. Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no gold! Second range coming in for Doubt. Again, we rarely see this these days. Looms maxing. Really, seriously. Mari. State in wars versus the Mapuche? I will be sure to include that. Tier list when? Never. Never ever smiles betray, but thank you for the 55 months!
10x3x tier list 12.
Thank you for the 55 months. Making a couple skirmishers. Oh, he's going full skirm. Or no, oh sorry, he's just making them from the settlements. Look at it, the skirmisher! It's too powerful! It's too powerful, 155%! Oh my goodness, guys. Full of themselves? I don't know. I really probably don't want to know. Is third tier humans? I would imagine so. It's like, that's the sort of thing that you will just never be happy trying to do. Okay, so he's going for skirmishers. What I don't like about this is that it doesn't really offer you a way back into the game. Like, you lost 3 vills in early feudal age. Like, that's really bad, as anyone who's played Age of Empires knows. So what you need to do as Niaz is to be able to withstand, you know, this pressure and then go for a big counterattack. As long as it gives you more powerful units, something like that. No, in all seriousness, it's because units trained at the settlement take longer to train than units at their respective buildings for balance reasons. So it bases it off the regular skirm train time and just keeps on going, which is why you see that. Oh my goodness, guys. Neos has lost 2 more villagers. I just don't know where he's going in this game. Doubt's coming forward with a rocket cart. He's not doing anything fancy. He's got 3 relics. But hearing about it, yeah. It's just sad. But there's just definitely something wrong with how people are unable to interact with one another these days. It feels like young men and women are pitted against each other to hate each other as much as possible. And then hate themselves by extension. Anyway, second TC coming for Doubt. He's got a 4-vil lead. He's got Bowsaw to no Bowsaw. One might even call it no saw. Mapuche skirmishers are very good with the extra 10 HP. But the eco disadvantage is just, I think, going to be insurmountable or close to it. 1,000 more resources for Doubt, and that advantage will only grow over time. A little bit of a smackaroo right there. Are the Romans? No, also the 3K civs. I'm much more judicious in my hating. Well, that's pretty rough. See, with the other sex, I mean, seriously, you gotta control those plummeting birthrights, man. Weird stuff in the... Yeah, it's true. So, unfortunate there for Neos. Yeah, Nikov, for some reason that he can't quite explain, just was suddenly filled with great joy. But yeah, Doubt obviously cruising through that one. Domination. Alright, we'll just cast some random games right now. There aren't any other Specialist Cup sets going on. Watching with glee. Alright guys, so Ming is going to be here in the blue as the Mayans to the east of the map, and to the west in the red as the 2P. Well, this is actually Jibutong, so it's Jibutong. So, the 2P. Will we see 2P played like a regular Civ, or will we see them played as FC into Blackwood Archers? This is an interesting matchup. Ooh. I feel like Plumes would be pretty good against Blackwoods. But I don't really know. Compies are good against Eagles. Nice use of the garrison mechanic. And obviously, okay, it's the thing. Oh yeah, that one already. Castle time! Meanwhile, Ming is also on the way up. Is he fully stonewalled? Yes, he is. Well, at least, you know, with good reinforcement of the wall. And like I said, this is interesting because I feel like Plumes should be good here. I don't know. Remember, Blackwoods did get nerfed. Okay, but our 2P player isn't all in, which I like seeing. Okay, this could be an actual legit game of AoE. Good eco upgrades here for Ming, as we have arrived at real time. DL civs. People play the Mapuche pretty normally, I think. Muisca definitely are best when doing some sort of FC nonsense. 2P, I think you can also play as just a good normal Civ, but the Blackwoods have been so strong that it hasn't usually been worthwhile. But now with Blackwoods being much slower to mass up in Castle Age, I mean, I say that relatively speaking, you still have 17 of them on the field right now. Looks like we could be seeing something much more normal. But, you know, Plumed Archers literally have double the HP of the Blackwoods. Actually, over double the HP. And they have the 1 Pierce armor and also attack quite quickly. I feel like the quick attack thing is quite relevant because you're not really bothered as much by doing overkill damage. Nerf towers? Maybe. Maybe. Archers for them to die? Exactly, which is why I feel like the Plume should be a very strong unit against them. Each workshop coming in, first relic is in for red as well, but you can see that Jibatong is on the 3 TCs, as is Ming. Jibatong up slightly in terms of villagers, but Jibatong up in terms, or sorry, Ming up in terms of both resources and eco upgrades.
Oh yeah.
Give Ming the Vil upgrades? No. Remember when Incas were literally just a Vil Rush Civ and nothing else, and then they became a legitimate Age of Empire civilization? One of the best actual facelifts of any Civ ever. It took a while, but Incas got to a good spot. And then they removed Eagles for the Civ. And then the Civ became bad because Chompies were bad. And now, maybe they're too good again with Chompies, with their Chompies? I don't know. Added Archer armor now coming in here for the Blackwoods. Another relic is attempting to come in. If you'd like to cast more Lord. Oh, sure. Sure, why not? Yeah, when will that be transpiring? Oh, decent hit right there. Oh, Vil not in the right spot for the repair. And right now, Ming will be forced back. But we're looking at 18 Plumes versus 15 Blackwoods. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Plumes are better pound for pound than Blackwood Archers are. What happened to Noboru? I don't know. Last time I saw Noboru, he was drunk at a meet and greet in Hamburg. All right, 4th TC in here for our red player, but he's still very far away from another castle. Legend has it he's still there, yep. Also, this event might have happened, like, what, 6 years ago? Back when I was invited to events. Got nerfed too hard? I don't know if he'd stop playing, but he would plummet in elo. Back when I was high elo, it was actually much lower elo back then. Anyway, Ming is looking to click up to the Imperial Age right here. Will be a bit faster than our 2P player Jibatong. Could find something? Yeah, I think that's mostly what he enjoys doing. Bosru likes finding ways to break Age of Empires. So he'll likely figure something out. There's always some sort of nonsense in this game. All right, Red's on his way up, but what is he going to do? Will he make a switch perhaps into Chompy Warriors? Skirmishers are okay, but you kind of want something a bit more exciting than a skirmisher. Because just going for this one castle Blackwood Archer does not feel remotely sufficient, even with those 4 relics. Yeah, Huang definitely adapted his playstyle. And I'm not just saying that because I've lost to him semi-recently. Oh. Alright, Caciques is coming in. And yes, it will be a chompy switch. Yeah, last time I faced Huang, he was 2P, and I was caught off guard. His name was Huanginator, and I thought it was a Smurf, but it was actually just the real Huang. All right. Now remember, the chompies for the 2P are... they're okay. They're definitely not a bad unit, but the extra attack speed doesn't really help as much if you're facing microing plumed archers. Because you're not really getting that full reload time benefit. And no blast furnace either for the 2P as well. All right, Bracer and Chemistry coming in, but right now, our red player is trying to go for 2 different unit lines at once. The Blackwood Archers that he still wants to upgrade, as well as the Chompy switch, but the Chompies are going to take some time, and right now, it is just pure Plumed Archer from Ming. Elite Blackwood's on the way, which does improve the train speed now, remember. 1-for-1 trade right there. And Elite Plumes are back with all of their flowy, plumy glory. Now they're Elite Blackwoods. Alright, are the Plumes going to do the job? No +4 defense in until right now, but they have the high ground. Yeah, my assessment was correct. Plumed Archers are good against the Blackwood Archers. It's literally a matchup I had never seen before, but this is why we learn. I mean, it just makes sense, right? Quick reload speed plus tanky stats feels like a great set of attributes to have against Blackwood Archers. Able to just go from Blackwood to Blackwood with the quick attack speed, and then you're able to survive them much more effectively with the 65 HP and 2 base Pierce Armor. Now, who knows once Curare comes in, but right now, Elite Chompy Warrior's on the way. You do get a nice discount on all those upgrades, remember, as the 2P, but it's still gonna be tricky. Meanwhile, Hulken's coming in for Ming. I mean, it makes sense. Once you get the full Plumed Archer upgrades, you switch into Eagle Warriors, and if you go Eagle Warriors, then you switch into Plumed Archers. I mean, we know how Mayans work. They've been doing the same thing for a very long time. But Chompies do get bonus damage against Eagles. Only 1, but they still have better, stats in a head-on engagement. But they're not champion level good. They're only Chompy level good. And there's Curare, one of the best techs in the game. Still, plenty more Eagle Warrior upgrades are needed. Res Collected still in favor of the 2P player. Elite Chompy is in. Still no last armor, though, so the Plumes are still doing just fine. Remember, 8 Pierce Armor with full upgrades for the Chompies. Same as an Elite Eagle Warrior. Yeah, I mean, who knows with the Vuble stats and all that. All right, another castle here for red. So what's gonna be better, guys? Plumed Archer plus Eagle, or Blackwood Archer plus Chompy? All right. Oh, he's just going to run up that hill. He's like Kate Bush. He's running up the hill. I don't know about that. That wasn't a good idea at all. 100 kills on the plumed archers. Guys, Mayans have a KD of 154 to 37. Oh my goodness, and now Elite Chicken Suit Man is coming in. That was a terrible engagement from our red player. Blue still has plenty of gold control, and this is looking very good for Ming. Chompy's coming right back over. But Plumes are doing their thing. Is this enough finally? Plumes are backed into this little pond area. But that's where the Blackwoods come in. Man, turns out Plumed Archers are still a good unit. Remember when Hera said they were awful? Those were the times. Back when people didn't accept whatever Hera said as gospel. All right, cleaning up everybody over there, but here come the trebuchets on this side. You have 4 trebuchets and 2 more on the way here for red. Remember, he has been getting resources back with all of his unit deaths to help bolster his eco advantage. They have all the blacksmith upgrades available to his Civ in. Hoarding's also coming in here for Ming. Eagle's going after the trebuchets. But that's a lot of Blackwoods over here. Better than 2P Chompies? It's hard to say. It's not a matchup I've seen enough of yet. In fact, this is the first time I've seen late game 2P versus late game Mayans. Yeah, the Chompies get +1 attack. They have 35 less HP, which is obviously a ton. But they have more attack and a faster... Actually, no, they have the same attack. Oh, -1 bonus damage. And the faster attack speed. 2P Chompies, they're cheaper to upgrade. And with Caciques, the Castellation Unique Tech, they attack faster, 1.6 reload time. And they also get a little bit of bonus damage versus the Eagles. But again, 65 HP to 100, and they move slower. But also have a much lower gold cost, half the gold cost, in fact. So again, like, I'm just interested to see how this matchup goes. Anyway, back to the Pond of Happiness. This is so awkward here with the gates. And it starts now? Oh, okay. So when you say the word now, Zardus, do you mean like they're literally in game number 1 right now and I need to get out of this game? Or they're starting the draft right? Okay. Free pick. Oh, jeez. I mean, Ming has a huge score lead still, and I mean, I think the Vills are all just dying. I mean, it's a good push here, but yeah, I mean, this army's all gonna die eventually. And he can just go through the gates. All right, we'll switch into the other series in just a moment, guys. Castles are going down. That will be the end of the Blackwood Archer production. Red's got no gold, and there is the GG. That's a good KD for Mayans, man. Yeah, 2P and Mayans definitely two of the more similar of the American civs. If Muisca are Aztecs from South America, 2P are Mayans from South America. All right, Valle de Selva, and it's a Khmer. Ah, the Chimera. Who doesn't love a Chimera? All right, Zardis. What's this a best of? Any insight as to the context of this show match would be appreciated. What are the Franks from South America? The Peruvians. Play all 5? I don't know, man. I didn't know anything about this show match. Anyway, it's a Chimera. That will be in the red, and Hera will be in the blue. Now, this is a map that Chimera are going to be good on. They're happy anytime that there's a map where you can't easily farm around the TC like you normally want to, because obviously you don't lose any farming efficiency. Beyond that as well, fast castle aggressive strategies are very good. Yes, this is a show match. Does Doubt have any chance? Yes, it's a show match. Doubt absolutely has a chance. So, Doubt up on 21. Hera still making bills. How much? Again, I literally don't know anything about the context of this show match at all. I wish I could tell you. Okay, Hera cancels bills, goes up on 23. Doubt, though, is still probably going FCs himself. Is he going to have enough food, though? That was a rhetorical question, guys. Doubt's not going to have enough food. It's 100% a rhetorical question. I actually have no idea what Doubt's doing. He has 2 bills on food. Did Doubt qualify for this event? Is he in Brazil right now? The qualifiers were so long ago, I don't remember who actually was in it. Oh yeah, Sora's first event. No, Doubt did not qualify. He is in Brazil? Oh. Is he just going to hang out in Brazil? In the boot camp? Ah. I see. Anyway, Doubt with some idle time. Clearly, Hera's build is going to be a bit more efficient. Honestly, Hera, I think, automatically queued up that build, even though he really shouldn't. Yeah, he's fine. Look at that. Doubt accruing a lot of idle time. And he's not even faster up to castle edges. Hera just has a better build. Red Bull, but that wasn't even a LAN. Wasn't that an online event? Yeah, 44 seconds. That's almost 2 villagers worth of idle TC time. Did Hart not qualify? Ah, so he did not. Qualified? When do I get to go to events I'm not qualified for? Now, of course, Chimera can do a lot of different things upon reaching Castle Age after a fast castle. Hera is off of gold completely. It's fun? Well, I want to be there having fun. Okay, stable also coming in for Hera. When does Ornlu get to have fun? Or am I the Zoidberg of AoE casters? Alright, what is Hera doing? Because remember, he has no gold income. Didn't teach at my seminar, but that's not until July 20th. Whoa, second stable from Doubt. Okay. Bosaw coming in for Hera, but if Doubt just goes Knights, which he's absolutely going to do, Hera should be pretty unhappy about that. Am I always this difficult? Yeah. Yeah, that's me. Bosaw is going to be really nice for Hera, but yeah, he needs to get back on gold pronto. Scouts are not very good against Knights. Fun fact. Gonna want to go ahead and get a monastery if possible. Playoff 500. Loser choose the main beat about. Okay. Okie dokie. Knights are coming off. Hera is going for the monastery, so certainly all the correct decision making from Hera, as we would expect. Oh, no kills yet. A little bit of idle time. Hera has just enough gold for a monk. That is very fortunate for him. Now accruing even more idle time. Again, 2 seconds idle time for Hera versus over a minute for Doubt in a mirror matchup. And Hera knows his build is much more economic. He knows he's not spending as much time gathering gold as Doubt is. You can see Doubt's eco balance right now. He's got a lot of gold that he can't actually spend efficiently because he doesn't have enough food to constantly produce knights. You can see the efficiency over the last minute at the stables reflects that. Misleading. I mean, as far as I am aware, Hera still uses the Canadian flag wherever with all of his events. So unless he specifically starts saying otherwise, then I would keep it at Canada. Same thing with Viper, right? He'll use the Norwegian flag everywhere. Oh, I was gonna say, if Hera didn't get that, that would actually be very unlucky for Hera. But this is a disaster. One might even say it's a doubt-zaster. Bill goes down. Siege Workshop at 90%. Did Hera lose the monk? No, he didn't even lose the monk. One Vil goes down. That's not the end of the world. Hera just needs to pop out with his monk, and he's completely fine. Doubt has another single villager coming forward. Yeah, I mean, Hera's not going to take any more damage here. Both players are on the single TC. Hera ahead by around 300 resources. Doubt doesn't necessarily know that Hera's eco is more streamlined than his, but he could probably guess it based off of... Oh my goodness. Alright, Siege Workshop comes in. Scorpion is on the way. Market coming in here from Doubt, but again, Hera's eco balance is so good that he doesn't need a market. Will with the 71 months. Thank you so much, Will D Beast.
Ornlu high.
Ornlu high. All right, more knights are on the way for Doubt, but Hera has the army advantage. He's healing up his injured units, of course, with his monkers. And Doubt doesn't have any scout cavalry left to challenge the monks. I mean, the Siege Workshop's taking a lot of damage. Second stable now coming in for Hera. Blacksmith as well. Oh yeah, Hera's monks have absolutely paid for themselves. Husbandry is going to be really nice for Hera to force engagements. Doubt is going to run in over here. Hera has to be a bit careful, but he should be fine. Yeah, just pop in the houses. Another scuffle going on over there. Again, Doubt is trying to stretch Hera. He does get another villager kill finally. But you just can't go anywhere the monks are. And the monks are able to get into very good position. Oh, Insta. On food? Yeah. As is usually the case when facing Hera, Doubt is well behind in food collected. Ale barding armor coming in. What? Oh, they were forcibly ejected, that's why. Oh, no. Oh, that's so bad for Doubt. Yeah. Yeah. Hera just had a much better build than Doubt. This just goes to show that having a good early game and having good eco balance is really all you need. That was the main difference there between Hera and Doubt. It wasn't the micro. It wasn't the speed. It was Hera having a better early build and better eco balance. And yes, that game was not close at all. 4 conversions to 0. Hera didn't. I don't think Hera lost a single monk. But it was the early scouts, and then the monks, and just having that better build from the start. All right, guys, I'll be right back, and we'll keep uncasting this. What's up, sexy? All right, Pontanal is next. Now, if you're wondering, hey, Ornlu, what are all the map names meaning again? I don't remember. The qualifiers were ages ago. Pontanal. Okay, that's like the aggressive nomad one. Elvis? It wasn't really Elvis. It's just me being me. Alrighty. This map. This map is definitely one that Chinese are insane on. You don't start with negative food as Chinese in this version of the 9-vil start. And because it's a nomad map, there should be 3-vil somewhere. Yes, Hera is going to be picking up some food with these Reyas here. It's absolutely insane for Chinese. You can get almost no idle TC time, which, in case you didn't know, guys, is pretty sick. Look at that. 1 second idle TC time with Chinese. Oh, Hera screwed that up, though. Alright, well. Well, such is life. You'll probably have to go ahead and get Loom. Yeah. Still a very good start for Hera. Bohemians are an interesting pick from Doubt. Not because I think they're bad, but because I think they're worse than Chinese. Like, is there such a good thing as is there such a thing as a good Civ pick on this map that is not Chinese? And this is just the difference between the 3-Vil starts, or the 9-Vil starts on Nomad. Because with the 3-Vil start on Nomad, you actually, you don't get the extra villagers until you finish building the TC. So you still need to build your TC at the same time, and Chinese are actually only, like, you know, they're okay, but they're not amazing. Whereas it's all about this 9-Vil start. Okay, this is like a thing that's happening. That's stupid. Stupid. And Hera just wasted a bunch of resources for no reason. Because this gate was denied, so that's basically a house that he just lost in terms of wood income. But, obviously, very close rush distance. Bohemians, going to be a very good FC aggression civ. This could be in the form of Hussite wagons. This could be in the form of Monk Siege. Going for hand cannoneers is way too slow for, you know, a map that you are literally within the same screen of TCs with each other. So it's going to be either Hussite wagons or Monk Siege. That's unfortunate for Doubt, but the Javelina seems to be getting there. Oh, 6 HP. Well, it's not the best lure ever, but who am I to talk? Oh, why did Hera build a mining camp already? I just realized. I mean, I guess he wants it as his second building. Since he... Well... Yeah, okay, he's already got the mill. Yeah, so he just isn't going for the lumber camp. Wait. Doubt lost a Vil? Where did he lose Vil? Am I blind? I mean, look at the rest collected difference, guys. Even if it's around 200 closer, it's still an enormous lead for Hera. A few minutes ago? Well, I'm pretty bad at AoE too, in case you didn't know. I guess it's going to be for some feudal pressure for Hera. I do like this versus Bohemians who want to take the game immediately to Castle Age. I think instead of trying to mirror that as Chinese, it probably makes more sense to just go aggressive yourself. That should be a barracks coming in. Indeed it is. And will likely just be for some early archers. Ah, Doubt still doesn't have Loom. That explains it. So, thus far, once again, I feel like Hera is having the better of the early game. 19 seconds idle time is probably not ideal to what he could do with Chinese on this map, but for us mortals, it's actually still very good. Lumber camp coming in right there. Kind of interesting that he is going for the lumber camp. We have enough wood for an archery range as soon as he hits feudal age. More Vils going over here. I wonder what this is for. Okay, yeah, he's fine. How are Chinese balanced on this map? They aren't balanced on this map. Excellent question, Malamadre. They aren't. And I think it's because it's hidden first pick. This map should exclusively be Chinese mirrors or no Chinese at all. I can't think of any situation where this map is in a pool where you would not either both need to have Chinese or not have it. I just think that it's close to a Civ win. Anyway, Hera's going to try and come in with a tower over here. Now, Alt Q gives us the ring here. Building a tower right there does work. He's not doing that, though. It's funny because I actually think that, you know, in general, people are way too quick to say Civ loss or Civ win. But, like, this is one of those situations, 9-vil start Nomad maps, where Chinese just really feel like the best Civ. Anyway, perfect placement there from Hera. That will come in with his own defensive tower. Fletching's going to be in here for Hera. Both towers will go up here, no problem, I think. Scouts will be up a little bit first. A little bit first! So freaking eloquent. Does Dowd have a blacksmith coming up somewhere? Yes, he does. RF, and not Nomad. Chinese went from being the best Nomad Civ to the worst Nomad Civ to the best Nomad Civ again. Hera does have to be careful. Yeah, maybe a little too overzealous in trying to make this tower work. Did cause him to lose a Vil, and Dowd is on his way up to Castle Age. Full credit to him. And if Dowd gets a castle up over here, this could actually be really scary. Like I said, Bohemians aren't a bad Civ. I mean, they're in fact a good Civ for this map. It's just a matter of, you'd think that Chinese have too much of an advantage, but... Oh, this is rough. Oh, and now Dowd can't afford a castle. Oh, no. I mean, good tower defense, but... You know Dowd has 3 villagers out on the map somewhere. Just buy it? He'll be able to. But he does need to buy 400 stone for it, which is going to be very expensive. Thankfully, the free gold mining and stone mining upgrades for Bohemians is both fun and balanced. I've learned, though, that I'm apparently kind of alone in thinking that Bohemians are categorically one of the dumbest civs in the game for anything other than open maps. And feeling like they have civ wins against, like, over half the AoE 2 roster on most maps. Again, that aren't open maps. Alright. Alright. Yep, got it. Alright. Ball's in your court, Hera. Another Vil's gonna die. Bring the total dead Vils up to 5. But, I mean, the castle's gonna come in. I mean, another dead Vil for Doubt, though, so good Vil micro. Oh, another dead Vil for Doubt. 12 Vil lead for Hera. And Hera doesn't even lose a single Vil right there, but the first Hussite wagon's going to be out, and that's going to be really annoying to stop. And Hera isn't especially close to Castle Age. Why do I feel like every other player in the world loses 2 archers right there, and Hera somehow doesn't? Ooh, you have to be super careful, though, with your Hussite wagon. They take a bunch of bonus damage to Vils. And Doubt, only 20 villagers at the moment. And none on food. And now look, this Hera is able to drag the Hussite wagon all the way back over here and buy him a ton of time. This is crazy. And Hera has lost 1 Vil. No wheelbarrow in for Hera, so he still only matches the speed of the Hussite wagons. Oh, Hera got another villager kill. Hera's on his way up. Now, this is obviously his Castle Age TC. Other players would have just deleted the TC and built it somewhere safer so you can get Castle Age without having to repair. Hera is not opting to do so. That might actually be a mistake. And now Doubt's going to start to get some value out of these guys. Remember, you can repair the Hussite wagons without any issues. And with 4 of them on the dance floor, this becomes a lot more difficult. And like I said, I do think it might be a mistake by Hera. Yes, they are absolute. Some sounds are absolutely disturbing. Like, Doubt is comically all in right here. Oh my goodness. No more bills at all. Monastery coming in for the Doubtster. PC already taken almost its full HP worth of damage, so that's a lot of resources Hera spent repairing. Doubt, he'll have vision of that. I don't know if he's actually seen it. But yeah, Hera's gonna try and escape with some villagers right there. And Hera's almost up to the castle age. He's gonna try and gather some wood over there, as he has nowhere else to gather it safely. A relic in for Doubt. That'll help him a little bit. Yeah, Hera's gonna be able to gather wood safely with those 7 bills. Obviously, very helpful. Gonna be another dead Hussite wagon, though. Gotta park the buses up there under the TC, or under the tower. More Hussite wagons are on the way. Remember, Hera still has an 8-bill lead. Hera well, it certainly is no Yo-die. Got another Munker coming in. Again, Doubt has no idea about the villagers over to the east. Oh my goodness, great micro from Hera, of course. I wish Doubt was a little bit more focused on repairing his damaged Hussite wagons. There you go. Nope. Oh my god, Hera's just adding a TC over there. No problem at all. Still up by 6 bills. Still has his archers alive, too. I mean, Hera has to play basically perfectly here. And he is doing that. And Doubt still has no idea about the villagers over here to the east. What does Hera do to win? Well, he does need to secure gold. That's going to be the next biggest issue. He's going to add another TC there to the south. Now, Doubt will see this one, thanks to his outposts. The Doubt posts, if you will. And Doubt can still absolutely win this game. The Monk would really like to see the TC, though, and it just isn't. Still, just the 4 Hussite wagons. 2 relics are nice, though, for sure. Anyway, the TC will come in. Hera's still able to gather incognito. And all of this does come from the fact that Hera was simply not able to deny the fast castle. Anyway, Doubt will see those bills, or at least have vision of them, and the Hussite wagon is trundling on over there. Hera has 6 bills, actually, in this location. And he's losing more. Doubt has restarted his bill production, by the way. That's a lot of dead bills. Hera's losing a lot, guys. And now Doubt has the Vil lead. Well, Hera is getting even more value from those archers. Like, how is he not losing archers here? Oh my goodness. He is indeed a micro nerd. Now, the issue right now for Hera, like I said, he's got no gold income. How's that? Out! What are you doing? No, you literally see the bills right over here. Okay, so that's coming in with another relic. Following that, Hera would never ask himself what I would do, because I don't think Hera respects me. Just kind of get that vibe. Oh, of course. So, Hera's got a siege workshop in. And now the Hoslite Wagon's harassing those villagers. Hera's still up by 3. Although Doubt has his free mining upgrades, which is basically going to compensate for that. And Doubt's eco's been more efficient, which is why he's ahead in resources. The same way the Flintstones cars are? Yes. Absolutely. They also have the sound effect, too. All right, Doubt will be downloading some RAM. Again, he has no idea about this over here. None at all. He thinks that he's just going to ram over here and win the game. Did all these vills die? Yeah, they're getting chased down slowly but steadily. Hera? I mean, he's gonna get a Vill, probably more. Doubt. Oh my god. Well, that's some good value from Hera. Oh my god, Hera! Doubt! Oh my god! No, it's just area you can't build. That's it. Limits where you can build up on the map, where resources can spawn on the map. Oh my goodness, Hera now with a 9-vill lead again with his 1 rocket cart raid, killing 6 villagers and a monk. And there's gonna be 2 more dead vills for Doubt. Doubt needs redemption. In every sense of the word. Yeah, Hera, less idle TC time. He's adding a 3rd TC over here. He still has no gold income whatsoever, but he still has that market. And if Hera had anything less than perfect unit control, this game would have been over a long time ago. Yes, Doubt should know at this point. So much value from Hera, though. Yeah, you just gotta go for it, man. You don't die in 1 rocket cart volley. I mean, I know rocket carts are good, but they don't die that fast. Oh, instead of going for redemption, Doubt added a 2nd TC. I thought it'd be redemption. Res Destroy is actually in favor of Hera, which is hilarious because Doubt's also leveled all of Hera's starting base. The rocket cart's on the way, but this is getting tricky. But this is why Doubt needed to just kill the thing. Doubt, just go and kill the thing. Hera honestly should have been repairing sooner. Okay, now the rocket cart's out. Doubt's gonna lose another ram. Just shoot the thing with your shooty guns, but now that there are villagers there to repair, it might not be feasible. And Hera's safe. Simba, I don't know. The Hera throwed it? What? 4th TC coming in here from Hera? Oh my god. That will secure him some more stone income at the very least. Again, Doubt probably could have just had one of the rams knocking down that market. Not that it would have slowed Hera down too much, but, you know, it'd be something. Doubt's getting another relic, but he seems to be struggling quite a lot. Again, why didn't he do this sooner? When the rocket carts are far away from any villager friends. kill him. Nice attack round, of course. And there's redemption. A stable is on the way. I guess Hera's going to try and add in some scout cavalry. Not a bad idea. Double bit axe, oh boy. Oh yeah, I mean, Hera's micro is absolutely stellar. Another Vil goes down. I mean, Hera's close to number of Vil kills as Doubt, which is crazy. But Hera's going to need to scooch on back. And Doubt did grab all 5 relics. Scout spam? I mean, I guess it's going to be mostly about getting them out of position. Okay. One rocket cart was destroyed. Another is on its way to getting converted. Again, Hera has literally 0 gold income. He's trying to expand around the map. That was kind of greedy from Hera, but I guess he felt like he had to take the risk. More Vil's going to go down here from Hera, but he's got double the villagers right now of Dowd because he's on 4 TCs. I mean, Dowd's on 31 Vils. That was on 20 Vils at the 15-minute mark. He's gotten like 10 Vils in 15 minutes. Hera adds in another TC. Still, stuff's going to start getting converted, and Hera is in no position to stop that, so he probably needs to delete the buildings. Or, honestly, don't let Doubt get a stable. I don't like that from Hera. Doubt would need to build a barracks and then a stable. And now he can just... Okay. I guess he gets that at the last second. But yeah, you don't want to allow Doubt to build a knight right now. A reward system? What do you mean? Alright, that should have happened a while ago, but at least it's happening now. Scouts are coming out here from Hera. No, monks cannot convert town centers. That is not a thing. And guys, Hera's going to be on 6 TCs right now. But it is mostly just lumberjacks. And Hera still has no gold. Remember, all the gold's in the middle. All the gold on this map is in the middle. But can Hera win this game with just light cav? Probably. But now, RAM has officially begun to get downloaded. Honestly, Hera should have gotten Wheelbarrow a while ago as well, as it allows the villagers to outspeed the Hussite wagons. Doubt also should have some Vils here to repair the Rams. Because right now, Ram HP is actually the most important thing. And this is where you know Doubt's not a campaign player. You're used to, as a multiplayer player, to have your Rams do all the tanking, but no. The campaign player knows that the Rams are the most valuable thing, and that, you know, your objective of destroying the building is completely stalled if the Rams go down. This is where your campaign skills are important, guys. Your units tank for the Rams, not the other way around. Well, Hera's building the TCs not just to grow his eco, which obviously he is trying to do, but also to protect his villagers. Otherwise, Hussite wagons just, you know, kill him. Doubt? Anyway, Hera's got 3 light cav. He's got another rocket card out. Idle all of Hera's eco. I mean, the issue is that he's not really pushing anything. Hera's still on 76 villagers. His score is getting completely out of hand. And Hera's going to come in with the castle soon. And if once Hera drops a castle on 1 tile of gold, the game is probably over. Doubt should try and convert that stable as well, though. Hera, 3,000 resources ahead. Now, a lot of it is going to be wood. A lot of it is. The rest of it's food, though. Hera not getting a Yeah, that was a mistake from Hera. More idling. And more vills. More light cav coming in. Why not mangonels from Doubt? I don't know. I feel like mangonels force a much more awkward situation than Rams do. It forces the Bills to try and run forward to try and snipe the mangonels, which would allow the Hussite wagons to shoot at them freely instead of dropping in and out of the TC. Again, I don't want to take anything away from Hera because Hera's playing basically perfectly. And he has to try, even have any hope of winning this game, but Dowd is definitely making mistakes. Hera's trying to add another TC over there. Like, Dowd just can't destroy all this stuff fast enough. Oh my goodness. Rocket cart there. Getting value. Anyway, Hera's next task is to drop a castle on the gold somewhere. He does need gold. He's not likely to win it without any gold income. And Dowd's on 67 villagers. Oh, that's actually... Well, I was going to say a mistake from Hera, but that honestly is good value for the rocket cart. Blacksmith coming in. Dowd adds another TC to the... Oh. Okay, I actually don't like this. Like, who cares about this TC for Dowd? This doesn't really secure you a whole lot that you didn't already have. Like, I thought Hera would just be like, all in, drop a castle over here, secure gold, get some Chuko new production going, and get the resources you need for Imperial Age. Yeah, I really, really don't like this, actually. I really don't like this, actually. Okay, so Black Cav are coming in. But this is ugly. Bloodlines. To be fair, what Dowd's doing isn't exactly great either. More Hussite wagons on the way, but Hera still doesn't have gold. Good. Dowd at 75 villagers killed. Oh, Dowdy, Dowdy, Dowdy. What are you doing? Dowd! Why are the Hussite wagons to protect the villagers? You knew your opponent had light cav right there. Oh my goodness. Scale barding armor coming in. Vills are punching down those Hussite wagons. The multitasking is really, I think, starting to wear on Dowd at the moment as there's stuff happening all over the map. Hera playing around twice as fast as Dowd. $15 villager kills right there for Hera. He's getting more light cav upgrades. Rocket cart coming forward as well. Dowd not transitioning into anything. Dowd has no army. He's trying to dock? Who is? You can't dock on this map. The water simply serves to impede resources generating and building. On his stream? It feels like Dowd is missing the point if he's trying to dock. Alright, another castle coming in here from Hera. I'm still not entirely sure why Hera's not trying to get gold right now. But it probably doesn't matter because his eco is so good. Okay, Doubt's gonna rush up his own castle. He does have more villagers here, but I don't know if he can deny Hera's castle. I feel like if Doubt wants a chance in this game, he needs to actually deny the castle as opposed to just getting a castle trade. And I just don't think that can be a thing. Yeah, both castles are going to go up. Hera's going to lose a few vills, but he can afford to lose vills. Petard's on the way here for Hera. Again, Res Destroyed is heavily in favor of Hera. Now Hera's getting the Chukonnu coming in. Doubt can't deal with that at all. Doubt just doesn't have any army left. It really feels like Doubt struggled to figure out what to do after the castle. It's unfortunate. Like, if this was recognized sooner, this probably doesn't happen. Hera's on his way up to Imp, and this game is super over. Like, Doubt should have won this game, right? But Hera played perfectly in terms of expanding his eco to the sides. Doubt simply could not destroy everything fast enough, and there's only so much map control you can get. Hera should have not been able to get as much done because he had no gold income this game. But Hera was able to make it work with, one, the market, and two, just with light cav raids and light cav being active and Doubt not being able to multitask as well as Hera. Again, I think in a closer game, or rather against a more closely matched player, Hera would lose this game, especially if he didn't try and get any gold whatsoever. Hera's collected 783 gold this game, as he's just now getting relics. Again, like, that should be game losing. But the unit control from Hera was, and the macro was just too good. Again, like, almost triple the food collected. More text researched, even. Over twice as fast. And Hera up 2-0. Remember, it is free pick, so we'll just keep on going. Oh, Hera's macro is absolutely crazy. His micro is also excellent, but I feel like his macro wins him games that he, shouldn't win far more often. And that was a great example. But, like, Doubt also made mistakes. Hera made both fewer mistakes and a cleaner, much cleaner macro. All right, let's see what's next. I better not have a corgi coming in here about to bark at me. Alright, they're in the lobby. I see a corgi. Alright. He's just here to lie down next to me. Anyway, Doubt's gonna pick the next map. Corgi cam? Sure. Look at that butt. That corgi butt. Local floof dog. Wait, Tepui? What the heck is Tepui? It's like almost an anagram of Tupi. Dash would stay with my parents. Dash needs lots of love and attention and care, and I simply am not going to be in a position to give that if and when I move out. Or if and when I move out. Okay, is TOS making a new map for the main event? Okay. Oh. There are 2 new maps. Park do Ipiranga and Tepui. When my parents grow old? No. Move in. Hopefully not. Hopefully we'd be able to give them in-home care. Like, in an ideal world, I have enough money to provide them with in-home care. I don't want to put them in a home unless I absolutely need to. Anyway, guys, new map here. Yeah, never seen this map before. Called Tepui. I mean, it depends on what stage of my career I'm in. I mean, I'm trying to get my career off the ground, man. Okay, so obviously this is going to be the Socotra version. Or the Socotra-esque map. But it's a lot larger than Socotra. But you don't have the wood at the back. Angel Falls is... Ah, okay. Yes, I've seen those. Yeah, so that would be my initial characterization. Also, there's a lot of food in the middle. So, a lot of food in the middle. A lot more gold and stone as well. Or at least a lot more stone. Okay. It's basically a slightly different version of Socotra. More room, but fewer trees. Remember, all these trees are basically inaccessible. More stone, more space, more hut. Perfectly fine map. The wood issue is going to be very relevant, though, because the wood lines are tiny, and it's going to force the players out into the middle very quickly. Like, there just is not much accessible wood at all on this map. Arabia Socotra? Kinda.
Rozkazania. Gotów jestem. Witajcie.
Rozkazania?
Financial? Yeah, I mean, it just depends on what you're financially able to do.
Rozkazania.
Salutamo. Pronto, sogno. Salutamo. Pronto, sogno.
All right, so Sicilians for Hera, Doubt up very quickly as the Poles. Kind of an interesting matchup.
Witajcie.
Rozkazania?
Neither of these civs are one that you would like immediately gravitate towards for Socotra, but in the context of this map being bigger than Socotra, I actually kind of like them both. Poles don't have much of a Dark Age bonus, so they're not very good at like the super early game stuff, but going over to Stone, Going for the tower rush, getting the gold behind it. You can mix in archers pretty quickly as well. All of that's going to be very good for the Poles.
Tak.
And the chances of you getting to Castle Age and getting to a spot where you can start spamming cavalry is going to be higher.
Sì, sì.
Again, same deal for Sicilians. Normally, I'd say that they're a little on the slow side for Socotra. But given the greater space on the map,
Pronto, Sogno.
it feels like Hera can get himself a little bit more comfortably set up. As far as I'm aware, this is a play all. Feel loved every day. I mean, it depends. Like, do you have the space for them? Do you have the time? Do they? It's gonna be tricky. Right? I have no siblings, so when my parents grow old and gray, I'm gonna need to make sure that they are wherever they are, they're close to me.
Gotowa jest.
Witajcie.
All right, Les Sergeants. Number 1 is out. Oh, Hera even skipped Loom. Double Vidax and Horse Collar coming in for him, so really trying to get that eco running. Now going to be going over to Stone. This is a good position for the Donjon for sure.
Gotów jestem.
And the Sergeant's going to immediately come over for a counterattack.
Rozkazania.
Roskazania. Remember, doubt, no barrack. Sorry, no barracks. No archery range. Depend on them? Oh, well, everyone's family situation's different. Well, yeah, I mean, at the very least, I'm definitely not going to let my parents suffer alone.
Rozkazania.
And I'm very close with both my parents. Guys, someone in chat help me out. What do the militia do here? What's the point of them? What
Pronto, Sogno.
do they accomplish in this world?
Dash.
What do they do? Hera's already 500 resources ahead. Oh my god. That's rough, man. I would like this build a lot more if there was an archery range with it. But it was simply too aggressive. He went up on 18 pop. It was a pure tower rush, which feels very strange given the context of Hera going for the Donjon, which you will almost always want to do as the Sicilians. Alright, another tower coming in here from Doubt.
Tak, gotowa jest.
But right now, without any way of spending the gold, you're not able to leverage the bonus of Pulse, right? Which is that you're able to generate gold from the stone. So imagine if this was maybe even 2 villagers slower, but had an archer component. So the first tower might not have been as early on, but you would still be able to get your archers down and would make the sergeants a very ineffective unit and force Hera into making his own archery range or possibly stable.
Witajcie.
Feels like that would be much, much, much stronger overall. Villagers are terrible against sergeants, guys. They have 2 melee armor, so they'll deal 1 damage a hit to them.
Gotów jestem.
Sergeants also have 5 more HP than men-at-arms. So the one less attack doesn't really matter that much. Oh, I'm getting dog kisses. You can't see it, but the Corgi is actually forcing me to lean back in my chair while he is rolled over on his side wanting belly rubs. Because, you know, that's my life. Alright, another tower. Hera seems to have gathered enough stone, though, for a second Donjon, so that's exactly what he'll be doing. And like I said, I don't think without an archer component at all,
Witajcie.
Sicilians are like the worst civ to do this against because of sergeants and donjons. Wheelbarrow coming in for Hera, kind of an interesting one.
Salutiamo.
But, of course, the donjon does comfortably beat the watchtower. 4 villagers is the max, though. Even though you have the 10 garrison space, you can only fire 4 extra arrows. In the dark, or in the feudal age. You fire no arrows in the dark age, actually.
Witaj,
And Doubt
gotowa
still isn't walled. Cost effectively be to keep.
Depends what you're up against. The thing with the donjons is that they can fire far more arrows, but each arrow does less damage. So against high armor targets, keeps can oftentimes be better. Against low armor targets, donjons are very, very much better. But also, again, it requires oftentimes units to be garrisoned in them, which can be a little bit different, especially since Sicilians aren't really an archer civ in general. Oh, jeez. Wheelbarrow, remember, is very helpful here for Hera. No fletching for now. He got an archer, blacksmith a while ago, I thought. Oh, dear.
Tak.
Fletching's now coming in, but ugh. A day late and $1 short. Not the best farm placement I've ever seen with the full Vark. Sergeant's coming back home. Hera's grabbing a market. He wants Castle Age, although it seems like he's still a little ways off from it. Got the tower coming in. Borgi continuing to get pets because he is very demanding. Another donjon here for Hera. Now that will delay his Castle Age time, to be fair.
Gotowa jest.
Yeah, Hera just able to invest a bunch of villagers and guarantee the win in the tower war. I mean, they're gonna have the range mod on, but if there's a way that Doubt can fight in the donjon and punch it down, because that's the weakness of the donjon, right? There's more surface area for villagers and other units to punch them. Then that could work, but it seems like that's not the case. Otherwise, Doubt would almost certainly have done so. Anyway, Hera seems like he's just going to click to Castle Age and win the video game. Don't really see what Doubt's going to do. Not too sure what Hera wants to do with his Castle Age. I mean, he could just make some more sergeants, probably sergeants in a siege workshop. Doubt going to continue his tower endeavors. Hera's also taking from the foxes over there. He's going to grab a... Oh, he doesn't have a building. That's actually a little bit of the S word. But Hera's going to be able to get stone again. Now, the one issue for Hera is wood. Because this isn't Socotra, right? You don't have all that wood safely in the back of your base. But, I mean, those sergeants are low HP. Guys, this is not what Hera wants to be doing, because exactly this. The Bills need to come out and repair, but that's okay. They need to come out and repair, Doubt. Yeah, that is not good for Hera. Bilbarrow's about to be in here for Doubt. Hera is on his way up. Doubt's grabbing a market. Tower coming in over there. Borgi now getting behind the ear scratches. Because, again, I don't pay enough attention to him, apparently. I mean, this is still a little awkward here for Hera. Again, it's a matter... Oh, wait, no, he's got one. Never mind. Okay, he's fine. He is Age of Kings. He is A-okay. Yeah, I thought there was still at least one tower over here. No. Hera's fine. This game's over. Hera could add a TC over here to the north, and honestly, that might be the safest play. But Hera could win this game in any number of ways at the moment. Barracks? Okay, that's not what I expected. I thought that would either be a siege workshop or a town center. Barracks feels a little weird. I mean, Squires is certainly a good thing. Okay. Love patrol stacking. But yeah, this game should be over.
Tak. Gotów jestem.
Oh boy. Remember, these are now essentially guard towers in terms of HP. They're actually lower HP than guard towers per stone spent, but I mean, yeah, come on, guys.
Pronto,
Salutam.
Oh boy. Gobble gobble.
Go to fiesta.
Ow. What do you know? The donjon's just fine. Hera has access to the resources he needs. Oh, hey, this is also a thing that's happening. Anyway, that is another not very close game. I mean, I like the map, but it's a bit of a rough matchup here for Doubt. Yep, 2 games left in the show match. And I will BRB. All right. I have kicked out the corgi. Ooh, looks like Cote d'Ivoire just scored a goal. Now they're tied with Norway. All right, Sertao is next. That's the Arabia-esque map, but more aggressive. So certainly we could see Wei or Vietnamese or Chinese from Doubt. Hera's already played Chinese. But yeah, probably one of those 3 civs. Maybe Khitans. What I want to know? I mean, I already know. Chat loves Dash more than me. That's an easy one. Accept it? Yep. Uh-huh. All right. I guess this works too. Another S-tier open map civ will be the Romans, and that is going to be the option of choice for both of these players. I'm curious if there's a reason that you would pick Romans over other top open map civs. Again, why Romans over Wei, Chinese, Vietnamese, Tetons? I mean, again, Romans are up there as well, but I'm curious if there's a reason that would, like, about this map that would put them over the top and would be the pick for both players. Maybe this was something that was discovered in practice. Gold is hard to come by on this map. Remember that you only have a little bit of gold safe in your base. Most of it are in these pits, along with some extra stones. And to be fair, Romans are not a very gold-intensive civilization. But if you want a men-at-arm rush, you do need gold. And that could perhaps leave you a little bit exposed. One of the reasons I like Tetons a lot on this map is because they don't require much gold at all to get going, because you don't need bloodlines, and you just get the double forging, and then you're off to the races with your scouts and trash units. But we'll have to see. It is going to be another mirror matchup. Who's sponsoring this show match, by the way? I literally know nothing about this. The guy that told me about the show match? Oh, Zardis is sponsoring it? Zardis is also hosting Specialist Cup, so credit to Zardis. Anyway, Doubt going up on 20 pop. Hera is going up much later. Oh, is he FCing? And this is the sort of... I mean, it's a show match, right? So Hera's not going to be going for the most try-hard build, quite possibly. Yeah, 22 pop is... Fast Castle these days, which is wild because, again, 22 pop used to be the standard Scouts opening. Crazy. And remember when Viper was like, oh, I'm going to go up on 23 pop and skip Loom in a Hun war because nobody goes for Drushes anymore with Huns. And then everyone was like, whoa, so greedy. Anyway, now it's going to be going Men-at-Arms. It's a very late Men-at-Arms. This isn't Men-at-Arms to try and, like, immediately kill villagers. This is a Men-at-Arms to start pushing buildings. And at the very least, he will be able to add in the Blacksmith quickly because he is going up, I guess, later? It's still 20 pop. It's still very fast, but Roman Eco is pretty silly. Anyway, Hera's going to be ahead in resources thanks to his slower uptime. Doubt just being a little bit annoying. Not really the end of the work. Wait, hold. Oh, Doubt's got the hit. I thought Hera got the hit. Doesn't really matter. Hera's going to quick wall this in unless he makes a big mistake. Doubt is making sure that he isn't hanging around with the scout too much. Honestly, really smart move. Okay. Doubt was making sure that Hera wasn't suspecting Men-at-Arms because the scout wasn't there. If Doubt was hanging around with the scout cavalry, Hera would have suspected something and quick walled. But because Doubt wasn't there, Hera was caught a little bit off guard and had to abandon the forage bushes with half his villagers. It's like a little bit of a subtle move right there, but you'll love to see it. Anyway, Hera's going to have the res to Fast Castle. He's going to go FC Scorpions. Because, yeah, that's what his uptime is for. And don't you love it when a Civ can go FC on 22 pop and not even need to sell resources at the market? What a silly Civ. Anyway, not having Arson is a bit of an issue. More swordsmen coming forward as Doubt is going to be going to town. But if Doubt is the clever cucumber, which we know he is, he will go after the gold. He'll know what Hera's up to. I would have liked that, like, one Men-at-Arm was over here. Did Doubt just guarantee he lost the scout fight for no reason? Because that seems to be exactly what happened. Why would you do that? Oh boy. But I mean, Hera didn't even need to sell stone, which is just, again, it's absolutely mind-boggling to me. Hera's going to try and go over and secure some more gold. And Doubt, without a scout cavalry, is going to be in a much worse position to try and scout that. Because Doubt's obviously not going to win this game if Hera has access to gold. Because the Scorpions are going to come out, and then Doubt's going to be sad. And do I like Doubt not walling in this whatsoever? The tower? No. Because, do you know what Hera can do right now? He can send 5 vills forward and punch down the tower, and there's literally nothing Doubt can do about it. And Hera still has access to gold. I mean, if anything, it feels like Doubt's just not respecting Hera. Just hold on. What? Hera? What? Okay, well, I mean, he's not going to lose anything, but... what? Double Siege Workshop.
Impera.
Can still afford a lumber camp. Okay, Hera's, like, probably fine, as he's got access to wood and gold, and that's, you know, like I said, all you need.
Salve.
A little bit of the S word there. But again, like, what are you going to do against the Scorpions? Town Watch is coming in. Doubt is going to build another watchtower. And he will see the gold miner over there. Now, is this too late? Maybe. Maybe. But Hera doesn't quick wall those vills in. Tower will come in. Don't think Doubt will lose vills. Gotta be a bit careful. It is crazy that Hera has not lost a single vill from all this. Very impressive. Alright. Doubt did lose the 1 vill right there, but he's still obviously making Hera's life very sad, and there's the first vill to go down. Scorpions are there to help deal with the men-at-arms. But this feels like, you know, one of those classic situations where one guy's in the Castle Age and one guy's in the Feudal Age. And one guy gets Castle Age units and the other guy gets Feudal Age units. That said, that will be 1 dead Scorpion. Again, Hera shouldn't have, like, I don't know, lost all those vills there anyway. Or not lost the vills, but been forced to flee with all the vills like that. And the tower does go down, so this is still fine for Hera. It is Age of Kings. It is A-OK for him. He does not have... Oh, yeah, he just punched down the tower over here because Doubt didn't wall it in, like I said earlier. So what Doubt needs are scoots. And indeed, that is why he is building his 2 stables, but this is probably too late. Probably. Because again, Doubt isn't denying any resources at the moment. He only has 1 tower left, and... I mean, it's not like it's a bad tower, but Hera just goes somewhere else. Oh no! Doubt loses the vill to the Jag. Oh dear. Bloodline's coming in here for the Doubtster. Now, Hera does need to be careful. You don't want to be too far out of position with your scoots, and Doubt is not relenting with the towers. And Hera sold his stone at some point. But, I mean, Hera's got his gold access back. And imagine if... Okay, he's coming with another tower, but again, imagine if just the first tower was walled in. Oh my goodness. Doubt lost even more vills there. Anyway, Bloodlines is a very important upgrade, as the HP increase is very big versus the Scorpions. And, like, these are good towers, for sure. Doubt does not have fletching in for them, though. Grabbing Forging at this point. All of that is certainly not bad. 7 Scorpions are on the field, though, but Scorpions are notably very bad against buildings. And Scouts can run around and try and, pick them off. What Doubt should do is just come over here with the scoots now. Also, why aren't those stone walls? Those should be stone walls. Brontosaurus. Anyway, vills need to pop out and repair. Oh no, Doubt! He just Freaking blocking his own repair bills. Oh, no. Gonna pick off that Scorpion. Doubt's own villagers are gonna be heavily idled by all this, though. Guild numbers are even, which is not good for Doubt, considering that Doubt's the one who's still in Feudal Age. Feudal players should have a much better eco. Now Doubt's starting to get some bill kills, though. Is Hera getting more of his own? Yes, he is. Well, I mean, that's a lot of dead bills for both players. Hera is going to secure that gold again. Doubt's actually going to go over to gold right there. Doubt's going to need to buy food because his farming is being so heavily denied right now by Hera. But yeah, getting those quick walls is very helpful. And I don't think... Yeah, Doubt lost the bills that were over here anyway. And Doubt is ahead in resources. Hera going to go secure some more gold, though. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Now, Doubt will get 2 more bills there, which is something, but obviously that shouldn't happen. Oh, but Doubt trying to strike while his opponent is distracted by the trap. No. Nowhere near enough. Doubt's market's gonna go down. Doubt's just running out of stuff. It's much easier to afford Scorpions than Scouts here. That's probably it, honestly. Doubt needed to clean up everything here. Yes, Doubt's dead. Doubt now has a bunch of bills on gold and literally nothing to spend it on. What Doubt needed to do is he needed to mass up all the scouts, and once he got, like, the villager kills over here, group everybody up and get the kills on all the Scorpions. Now the villagers are going to come forward to repair, and then, again, Doubt is dead in the water. He's going to try and drag the units around and buy some more time, but again, he would maybe need some defensive towers to help keep the Scorpions away, but, Hera's eco is very condensed over here. It's very safe. Doubt's losing his stables. Doubt's trying to rebuild a market. Oop. The Lord's Bane. Not really sure what scale barding armor necessarily accomplishes. I mean, it helps the scouts versus the villagers and a little bit versus the Scorpions, but I mean, like I said, the issue is that there are simply too many Scorpions at this point. And Hera is ahead in villagers again as the guy in Castle Age. Not what you want if you're Doubt. Yeah, it just feels like Doubt's scout movement was simply not good enough. And this is the last situation you want to Doubt. The Rams are now going after the TC. If the Vills jump out, they're going to get massacred by the Scorpions, and that should be it. Again, this is another game that it felt if Doubt's decision-making and mechanics were a little bit better, he'd actually be just fine. But the ifs don't matter. This game that wasn't Vills or Siege? Nope. Only Vills and Siege. And Hera simply making far too few mistakes for Doubt to try and exploit while Doubt making mistakes of his own. Is he trolling? No, this is an actual strategy. Is this a strategy Hera would go for in his tournament? Not Hera, probably, but would other players go for this strategy? Like, could we see Barles or freaking Andy go for this strategy on this map? Absolutely. So, it's not like it's a inherently... There's nothing inherently wrong with what Hera's doing. It's just not something that Hera himself would typically do. Anyway, Doubt, you know, he's cleaning everything up over here, sort of, but the issue is that Hera just keeps making Scorpions, and it's much easier for Hera to make Scorpions than it is for Doubt to make Scouts. What is he doing? And he taps out. Boy. Wow, Doubt was only a little bit ahead of Hera in food collected that game when he was going mass scouts. That is not ideal. Not at all. All right, so one more game today, guys, and then tomorrow will be Brazilian Dynasty at 8 a.m. CDT. So that's, I think, 14 GMT. So early in the morning, we'll have 6 play all threes. But I don't know what the map is going to be. But I will be here. Now, there's probably going to be everybody streaming the event on their own channels as well for visibility. But there could be a Ralph the Mouse moment. Mem's not covering the event, so, you know. Who else is going to be casting in English who isn't invited? They're still on Sertao, so no idea what the next map's going to be. I hope they play the other new one. What's it called? Parque do Ipiranga. Just because I want to see what the new map is. Okay, it's going to be Araucarias, so probably more Vil fighting. All right, so as far as civs go for Araucarias, you have some options. It depends on how Vil fighty you want to be. We've seen a lot of Burgundians and Vietnamese, as they both have fish booming bonuses. But we've also seen some civs like Berbers, who are like going forward. We've seen some Saracens as well, I remember. We've seen some Mongols, of course, with the extra boar. So there are definitely options. Ah, yes, that's another civ we see sometimes, is what Hera is picking. Last game of the day, guys! We will have a Doubt in the Rouge as the Mongols to the north, and to the south in the blue as the Goths. It will be Hera, a civ that can go for very early Dark Age pressure and has a hunting bonus, so there's certainly plenty to like there. Remember, Loom is in. Hera with 2 vills forward. 1 vill to chase the scout, and then 1 vill to actually gather the boar. And oh boy. Oh boy. Don't you love these sorts of maps? That's 3 extra javelinas here for Hera. Now, there are 3 more on each side, and Hera's already going on over that way. Oh, doubty, doubty, doubty. Oh, jeez, guys. Well, Doubt's gonna get those boars. Oh, Hera only got... Oh, it looks like Hera might have screwed up a little bit with the luring. Doubt's gonna get those 2 boars as well if he executes it properly, which is definitely not something I could do, but it's something that Doubt is doing. And with all of Doubt's Black Forest experience, he should be doing quite well at. Like, the last time I tried to do the long-distance lure on BF, I just immediately lost my villager. I'm so bad at this. Wait a minute. Why is... Wait, why are the Vill numbers even? Shouldn't Hera be a Vill ahead? Oh, wait, no, Hera lost a Vill somewhere. Oh, it's like, Hera gets instant loot. He should... Okay, so Hera did actually screw up his early game here. And Doubt will have plenty of Mongol Hunt to take. But Goth Hunt is also good. Not Mongol good, but still quite good. Longer lasting is very helpful. And there you go. Arremindu. Alright, both players are on the way up to Feudal Age. I don't know why I said it like that. Feudal Age. Around 50 seconds faster for Hera. But, I mean, still, like, the Vill count will be even because Hera lost the Vill, but essentially gets an extra Vill because of the instant loom. So still a perfectly manageable game for Doubt. He was able to get most of the board on the side, so that helps make up for the lack of boars in the middle. Nobody is with a dock yet. When you see these 2 Civs specifically, you know that it's going to be much more about a fight for the boars as opposed to early docking, like I said earlier with Civ like Burgundians or Vietnamese. That tend to be much more focused on that sort of thing. Hera, meanwhile, will be going for a bit of a delayed Men-at-Arm rush. Doubt, meanwhile, I'm not entirely sure what he wants to do. It looks like it's going to be for an FC. Indeed, the Burgungans. Double Pit Axe coming in, and Hera will, of course, be coming forward with the Swordsman soon. Now, the wood line is going to be easy to wall off. Nothing else is, though. I would have to guess this is going to be a blacksmith or market plus stable, and he's just going to be going for quick step lancers. If I had to guesstimate, there's the stable. And the other building is going to be one he cannot afford yet. Taco. And that's going to be a forward archery range from Hera. So he clearly figuring out it's going to be going very quick to Castle Age, which he is. And here come the Men-at-Arms from Doubt. Cannot know that this is coming due to him losing his scout cavalry. And Hera going to try and block as best he can. Oh, one arrow. If one more arrow hit, the scout goes down. It doesn't block the Vil, and Hera doesn't get the kill. Tragic. All right, remember, Goths, you get half of Arson for free, but you cannot research Arson in the Feudal Age, so it's kind of an awkward dynamic. Still going to be able to apply pressure to the mining camp, though. The Archer's going to be coming forward, and it's still going to be a very difficult spot to defend if you are Doubt. Has he just invested into a tower with a bunch of Vils? Was Doubt invited? I mean, Doubt might have been invited to be at the event and be at the boot camp by Onimaru, but he is not playing in the event. I mean, Doubt's on Onimaru, right? So they might have invited all the Onimaru players anyway to go to the boot camp. Archer's on the way. Doubt's still a little ways off from Castle Age. He's actually going Market plus Blacksmith? Oh, jeez. Well, Doubt's not having a great time of things. How do Mongols win here? Well, it's not really a Civ situation. It's the fact that Doubt has no gold access. He's going to have a Castle Age timing advantage, which is pretty decent, but he's going to be falling very far behind in resources due to the Vil discrepancy very shortly. But the first step for him would be getting some Step Lancers out and cleaning up all this stuff. That would at least be the first. The first of many steps to clawing your way back into this one. More archers coming in. Hera does have fletching. How does he get a villager there and not lose the archer? Oh my goodness, this guy's micro is crazy. Indeed, steppies are on the way. Hera at almost double the population, though. Summary of this series? Yeah. Well, I think Hera versus Lewis would have been a closer series, but maybe Lewis wanted to just practice. Yeah, here's the issue. Doubt has no food income. At all. Like, literally zero food income. The steppies are unupgraded. I mean, you're good micro right there as far as it goes. But, again, Doubt's eco is dead in the water right now. And, like, what do you... Okay, Hera is... this is... not the best. Doubt's gonna come forward. Doubt has 20 villagers! Oh, goodness. It's like the Bohemians game all over again, but in this time, he's not really gonna be able to afford, like, a whole lot of anything. Holy house Waldo from Hera. What's Doubt gonna do here? A RAM? He's gonna download more RAM? I guess you have to keep one Step Lancer at home in case archers pop out and start going after the villagers. Like, again, Doubt, 0 Vils on wood right now. And Hera is 40 of 155 pop. He has 26 houses. That's crazy. Actually, we got more than 26. He's got 29 because of 3 forward houses. Where's the RAM? Oh, it's actually back. It feels like giving Hera time is the thing you don't want to be doing right now. A camel? Okay. Odd. Hera's on his way up. Now it's splitting his eco a little bit more evenly. Anyway, in come the units. The ram's going to take a while to get itself back over across the map, though. Alright.
I did not let you in.
Oh my goodness, the Corgi returns. Oh my goodness, that was close. That was so close. Oh my goodness, that literally could have been it right there. Okay, the Ram's still gonna knock the house down anyway. You can't repair against the Ram like that. There's only so much RAM you can afford to not get downloaded. So Dowd actually could still win this game, which is completely bonkers. Hera's gonna try and go CA. But Hera's obviously spent a gajillion resources trying to get himself fully walled. Now 2 Scorpions over here. More Scorps on the way. It's just more house walling. Castle Age is in. Hera's got a Knight and 2 CA coming out, but that is not going to be enough. Build Air goes down. There's only so much you can do to quick wall. That should just run on in. And yeah, Doubt looks like he's going to take a game. Hera simply not up to Castle Age fast enough. Oh, if Doubt's paying attention. Oh, he needs to be paying attention. Just needs to go right back over here. Just kill Hera's army. You'll have time to kill the villagers in a moment. You need to kill Hera's army. Goth CA? Did you forget the fact that Cav Archers are the best unit no matter what civ or the situation? That's a well-known fact. Anyway, Hera's got no more military units in the queue at the moment. Continuing to have to flee with his villagers. He's super dead. Run away! Run away! 4 Scorps. And nobody beats Doubt 5 games in a row. What's Doubt doing for food? He has 4 vills on food, 23 villagers in total. Oh, nice job from Hera. Gonna intercept a unit right there. Doubt. Oh my goodness, Doubt completely... This is what, the 3rd time in the series Doubt's completely lost track of Hera's villagers. You have got to be kidding me. Okay, there you go. Doubt. Oh, that's a random knight that's going to kill a bunch of Doubt's villagers if he's not paying enough attention. So both players are going to lose a lot here, but now the Rams are arriving, and the thing is, there should just be a point when both players can't have to fight each other's armies, and then Hera just can't kill Doubt's army. Doubt. This is a little bit embarrassing, though, Doubt. Let's be real. Anyway, Doubt's going to destroy the TC soon, so, I mean, he's still fine. He's just going for the kill. Hera's a 0 TC gamer.
Yeah.
Hera's army still doesn't kill Doubt's army. This would have to be literally the best Mangonel in existence. Okay, that's honestly a good start for the best Mangonel in existence.
And it goes down.
1、2、3、
The dust is gonna settle. Doubt's gonna have an army. Hera's gonna not have an army. I think. How is that Scorpion not doing any damage? Oh my god. This is so silly. Dad throw away his entire army and Hera's micro is literally perfect. Down Scorpions are like hitting nothing. Yeah, it's gonna make an argument for best mango.
ペイセ
Did the ram just kill a villager? Yes, it did. That's glorious. That is glorious. Down at 27 vills killed to 9 and is still down by 2 vills.
いいも
Hera did lose all those vills over there.
アムラメンド
Doubt just can't get any more, Uh-oh! The fox in the chicken coop!
メンド
Wait, what are you doing, Doubt? You gotta keep going! Kill Hera's vills, man! This is so silly. Hera has no business in this game. None at all. But Doubt literally has nothing at home. Like, at all. Oh my god. If he backs up with these Scorpions, he loses the game. Because he needs to keep killing Hera's eco. Oh my goodness.
いいも
Oh my goodness, all the Scorpions are gonna die and Hera's gonna win the game. Doubt! Doubt literally just threw his entire army away here to take the worst possible engagement, and now is giving Hera the win. Yeah, this is 50 Shades of Over.
せ
Hera has 0 TC and 20 villagers. Doubt completely cutting his eco for so long. Hera with just, you know, perfect unit control. Again, he dodged like almost every Scorpion shot. Wow. That is so silly. Caster call early? I mean, to be fair, Hera should not have won this game. I mean, look at this, guys. This is when Hera lost his starting TC. That's crazy. Well, guys, Hera is going to get the sweep, and that will be it for this set. And today for me. Oh, the ram, yeah, that was pretty funny. But guys, so Brazilian Dynasty starts tomorrow. Yeah, 8 CDT, I think that's 14 GMT, and I will be covering it. So, Yo versus Sorakuma, Sebastian Nikov, ACCM Andy, Viper Lewis, Leary Tato, and Hera Vinchester. Right, yeah. Unfortunately, Doubt just could not keep up with Hera's micro and macro. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you tomorrow. And it'll be a jam-packed 4 days.